Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? All right. Happy Sunday, guys. Welcome in. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Just hopping on for a little bit here. We'll I've got a town going on. Let's see, this is on the Jagged Cliffs map with enemy AIs, AI enemies on the map. Because I don't know, keep checking in on how the AI is doing, I guess. Yo, what's up, medic? Vice, what's up? Mo, how you doing, dude? Good to hear from you. Happy Sunday. Go Seahawks, that's right, baby. Oh, that's right, we're playing a preseason game today, aren't we? Yeah, dude. Another exciting season ahead, hopefully. I was watching Premier League started up again this weekend, so that was really excited for that. Oh yeah, we got a preseason in Tennessee. Gotcha. I'll check that out. I feel like in NFL though, the preseason games they like barely. It's like you don't really get to see any of the key guys, like barely at all, right? What's up, Hello? How often does game crash? Very rarely, if ever. The game can definitely crash when you're doing... I would say the most likely crash scenario is if you're using the castle planner. You know, the manor construction tool, especially if you're trying to make like a bigger castle and have a bunch of stuff going on with that. I'd say that's like the most likely reason that the game would freeze or crash, I guess, but not really. Typically, there's a lot of issues in this game, but freezing and crashing isn't usually one of them, at least for me.
Feast your eyes on our fine selection.
Plenty of other issues, though. That's for sure. Oh, the new patch makes some older saves crash. Maybe is what Medic's saying. Yeah, that maybe. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Hey, what's up, Hans? How you doing? Good to hear from you, dude. Hope you're having a good weekend. Happy Sunday.
Sirs and ladies.
Yeah. Crashes are rare for you. Yeah, you try to... Mo is smart. It's in the name. Smarties over here, dude. He knows not to mess with the castle planner too extensively. Okay. All right. Yeah. Anyways, well, I'm just making. Just got like a basic startup here. Like I said, we're on the Jagged Cliffs map, and I turned on all the enemy AIs. I put them on like aggressive, the max aggressiveness or whatever, just so we can, I don't know, maybe see how that's coming along, if it's coming along at all, or if it's whatever. We'll just see how it goes. So we just got a pretty basic startup here. All the essentials. Nothing crazy so far. We'll get a trading post going. I was seeing someone comment on one of the videos, one of the recent videos. I can't remember which one, but they were saying they were like, make sure you put the trading post on the King's Road, which we've like debunked several times over the years. But I don't know, is there something, is that a new thing in the beta where that actually matters? Not that I've noticed. I don't know. I just saw someone commenting about it, so as far as I know, as we've tested many times over the years, it does not matter if you put the trading post on the King's Road or not, as long as the roadway that it's on is connected to the King's Road somehow. You find the AI a little better and more aggressive. Interesting. You can catch them when they are weak after they fought off raiders. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Guess we'll put that to the test a little bit, huh? We'll see what's up. At least the ox situation works now, because you can actually get stuff going with your towns, because that was just ridiculous. All right, how are we doing on planks? We got plenty of planks. We'll just sell some initial planks here for some starting revenue to get us going a little bit. We should also upgrade our storehouse. All the basics here. Yeah, I guess if you use, that's a good question too. If you use mods, then that could definitely have an effect. Selling a few planks already. This is weird. Can't select the trading post right now. I'm clicking on it repeatedly. Fun, fun, fun. We can click on every other building, but we can't click on the trading post. Nice. That's fantastic.
Get your meat here. So fresh it's practically.
Well, if it doesn't resolve itself, we'll have to save and reload or whatever. Oh boy. Oh, you're running a few mods? Yeah, if you're running some mods, then that's probably the most likely case of anything, to be honest with you. If you're having any sort of issues with like crashes or weird behavior like that. Because this game is, the developers and whatever are weird as hell, and they do not support mods. So, if you have mods, that could definitely impact the game negatively. Not as many clusters of stuck villagers or oxen. Yeah, nice. That's good. Press M twice. Appreciate the advice, Bath, but it doesn't seem to be working. Alright, we'll also get, since we're going to start ramping up some trade, we'll do some mining and quarry, since we have a rich stone right here. Making some initial sales already though, which is great. Let's do kitchen post and order up a horse. There's always something. Use a few more houses too. Set that up. We're getting more people moving in and stuff too, so put them to work, mining stone and stuff like that. Ramp up some economy. See what we can do with these AIs. What's new though, guys? What's new with everybody? 2026 is like, we're about to be in the third, we're about to be 3/4 done with 2026 already. End of the year is right around the corner. Winter or autumn fall is coming up quick, dude. It's pretty wild, huh? You're out, medic. No worries, dude. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Nice little town vibe so far. Look at that. Mo, you were saying try to go to overview and back? What do you mean by overview? I mean, we could just quick save and then reload. Hopefully that would fix it, I would assume. Yay, we can click on the trading post again. Alright. Start mining some stone. That was the M option? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, unfortunately, did not seem to fix it. Doing the map opening or whatever. Another new problem for us to enjoy. Let's see. Yeah, go like that. Decent core housing area here. We're just doing a little bit of hunting and gathering some berries off in the distance for now. Nothing major for food production. We need to get some firewood going too, though. We'll just kind of zoom through the beginning portions here, see if we can get a little farther in and see if the enemy AI actually like does anything of value. Yo, what's up, Random P? How you doing? Yeah, no worries. I hope you have a good, hope you have a good rest of your Sunday, dude. Still waiting on the GeForce version. Ay. Yeah, well, I wish I had some good news to share with you, but but I don't. We'll keep you in our prayers though at the church, at the peasants at the church. They'll be praying for you for the GeForce. First, it did not use the mods. Yeah, it's probably mods if you're having crash and stuff like that on the beta, if you have mods active. Alright, we could use, since we're starting to get stone, we could also start getting stonemason and charcoal, since we're starting to get firewood and stone. Firewood, got our stonemason coming in, get a charcoal kiln. Got some industry set up over here. Whenever Bartelmes is back, he can use our horse, Linhart. Oh man, you guys using the bandit raider and bandit strat or whatever to get them to move into your town? Using the crazy pop growth method? Well, we got plenty of planks, that's for sure. We're selling quite a bit already. We should just go ahead and unlock charcoal. We'll start selling that pretty soon here. Our charcoal kiln's finishing up. And we'll start making the dress stone too pretty soon. But we'll start ramping up this charcoal situation. Very good, very good. Got our nice signature main double road going through the town. Gotta have it. Yeah, trade-off of losing influence. That's a really, yeah. I would say, honestly, that's probably like the main, I mean, it's the only real downside, right? Is that you don't get the influence from actually fighting them, which can definitely suck because, you know, the opportunities to gain influence are still pretty limited. So that's definitely a significant factor to take into consideration for sure. All right, let's start stocking up this charcoal and selling it. Export, and then we'll go to the market and turn off. We're not going to supply charcoal to the town. We're only going to supply firewood. That way we sell all of our charcoal, unless we get to the point where we have like a large excess of it. And we'll make sure we don't use all of our firewood too for production, so that way we keep some available for the marketplace.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad match. These things do happen from time to time.
You've had them join twice, almost by accident. Was on the new map. Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely did notice that, like, especially if it's like a larger sized raid, like I don't know, like four companies of bandits or whatever, something like that. Then you might need to send the message like a few times. I think I had to send it like 3 times in a row when I tested it out on some raiders that they were like a full group of 4 of them. Yeah, for sure. I that's funny. Yeah, I saw your comment, Mo, on the video. Yeah, that you you were in a pinch and all of a sudden it just worked and you were just like, oh well, perfect. Got something to clear now. Yeah. I mean, like that application of it is really silly. Like, it's pretty dumb that you can just completely negate, you know, entire raids.
So tender, it practically melts in your mouth.
Like the concept of getting them, like you know, bribing them or whatever, convincing them to move into your town is really cool. But yeah, like the fact that it works even if you don't have housing and they'll just like make them disappear is really stupid. But it's been like that for a long time. So if they wanted to do something about it, they should have done something about it. Cheese. Yeah, I know, it is pretty cheesy. That's for sure. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's really dumb. It is very dumb. Like I said, I think the concept of it is cool, you know? Like, it is definitely cool if you can, like, bribe the raiders to join your town or whatever, you know, along those lines. But, yeah, the application of it, the way they have it implemented right now is just very dumb, but can't say it's anything less than what I would expect. Oh yeah, I forgot we have pelts too. Starting to sell those. I guess we could take the Vogtland perk. Or not, because I don't know. I just I feel like I just never take any perks because the perk system just sucks. Let's play without them. Yeah, I wish they would make it better, you know. Because they could make like a real diplomacy system, you know what I mean? What is this? Settlement level change too? Found out that you don't get the influence in some cases.
Well,
Why are we getting this spam message? Settlement level change too.
These things do happen from time to time.
So you're saying like if you defeat the enemy raiders or bandits or whatever with just archers, like if they die just to your archers only and like no other melee units hit them or whatever, then you don't get influence from them? We're already selling a bunch of... We're already selling charcoal. We got a bunch of regional wealth. Alright, we should... Let's build a... I mean, we gotta think about... We put the AI in aggressive, and we do want to think about, like, military and taxing and all that kind of stuff. So, let's go ahead and... let's ramp up on this whole stone operation as well, and we'll start selling dressed stone on top of that. We'll get like the manor up and rolling here over the winter. I'm going to go ahead and set up the tools so we don't have to think about those. Oh, the AI towns are leveling up. Oh, okay. Got it, got it. So we're seeing like debug messages basically. Have to hit them just once with a spear. I mean, yeah, I don't know. So is that... I mean, well, you shouldn't have to, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's the way it works in this buggy game. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've really noticed that before, if I'm honest, about them like not giving influence. So I'm not really sure. Anyone else ever noticed that? These berries are done, right? Yeah. Hopefully we'll be good with just getting some of that meat over the winter. We could spend some money on like some backyard like animal pens or whatever too if we want. We have a decent bonus with the for like the pig pens, for example. I mean, go ahead and add a couple pig pens, you know, why not? Get some piggies up in here. Need to make physical contact. Interesting. Well, it's more stupid than interesting, but yeah. Alright, we're starting to get that dress stone. Let's go ahead and unlock crafting materials, construction materials, dress stone, export. We'll just sell everything for now. Alright, cool. We'll start ramping up like big economy here so we can tax quite a bit, get some treasury so we can hire some mercenaries and, you know, beef up our retinue and whatever else for some combat stuff. I stopped building houses too, by the way, because it's not like we have like an excessive amount of food production. Right now we're going to add a couple pigs here, but I'm not going to push it with like the pop growth if we don't have, you know, more than enough food production going on to be able to withstand that. Let's say over the winter here, though, we can go ahead and get the manor. I think we have like more than enough. Let's chill on the saw pit for now. More than enough planks. Alright, so I figure we can put like a castle type thing, you know, on the ridge here, you know, up against the ridge or whatever, because not just for aesthetics, but also this is like the actual access point to our town, you know what I mean? So we can have our kind of stronghold up here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Doesn't matter necessarily exactly where we put it. We'll just go like right there for now. Get them going on that. Sorry, we're in winter getting flashbanged. But our economy is already super strong for so early on. Should be fine. Start getting a little bit of port coming in. Hopefully we get like some bonuses from our environment affinity. We can also add a couple extra animal pens as well. The Lords battling bandits are coming late, give one hit, and then get the influence. Yeah. or like the Baron or whatever will send out their troops to like go take a bandit camp, and they kill the bandits, but then they just leave the camp like just sitting there. So you can just walk up and get the spoils of war for free or whatever, you know? Hey, what's up, Zara? How's it going, dude? Hope you're doing good, Zara. Good to hear from you, dude. Happy Sunday. I mean, we could even do some chicken coops, too. The chickens are really not bad now, to be honest. I don't know if you guys watched that video that I made about that challenge with just doing cows, oats, and chickens for food. And I mean, oats were obviously by far the biggest amount of food gain, but like chickens were pretty strong. The cows suck. Like the cows are terrible. Honestly, like I don't really get why I keep seeing people saying that they think the cows are like really good. A lot of people like very passionately arguing with me about, you know, because I said on the beta testing video or whatever that it's not really worth it to invest in cows. And I don't know what. Just looking at it like objectively, the cows are really not good. I want to put the church like over here in the manor area for maximum epicness. Because I was looking at it, we can pull it up too. I mean, we can put in a chicken coop here just for kicks too. Just for additional comparison. But in that video that I did with the cows, chickens, and oats or whatever, the chickens were actually producing after they had like been active for like a whole year, you know, to get like an accurate estimation on the general tab where it shows you the yield for the past 365 days. They were producing 13 eggs and 3 chicken meat, which doesn't really sound like very much, but when we put it in comparison, like, so as far as I understand, a single cow produces you roughly like 13 milk over the course of a year, right? Like a little over 1 milk per month, right? But you also have to give them food for them to give you food. So you have to spend like what, 2 or 3 oats or so. You have to, I don't know, you have to spend like a few oats to feed the cow, and you have to spend 60 regional wealth for the cow, and it gives you, you know, after you spend the oats or whatever, you're probably netting like 10 milk a year, which is in the animal produce category, versus literally chickens, which probably everyone considers to be like F tier. You're literally getting 13 eggs in the same category, animal produce, passively, and you're getting 3 chicken meat. So like you're literally getting more yield from a chicken coop that costs a third of the price of a single cow, and you don't have to do anything. It's completely passive. Like, you don't have to feed it, you don't have to have people go milk them or whatever. You just get the eggs passively, you know. So I mean, if you spent the same amount, you could make 3 chicken coops and get like 4 times the amount of like in the same food variety category. You know what I mean? Eggs and milk might as well be the same thing. So I don't know. Like, until like the cows seem like a really good like long-term investment, you know. Once they start like reproducing like crazy, and you've got a bunch of them, and you can like, you know, really be like slaughtering them and getting meat and hides on top of the milk, and constantly have like a strong amount of them and stuff, then I think they're really good. But it takes a while for that to really become worth it, you know. Chickens will cluck you up. That's right, Mega Mac. Yeah, the chickens got a 15% buff. Yeah, they did, exactly. Yeah, like I was highlighting in that video. That's why I was trying to test them out. Cannot use sheep or cows for meat anymore. Cows do produce a lot of milk and really good if you can make cheese, but only pigs seem to be good for meat anymore. Yeah. Oh, wait, you mean even if you're butchering them, Mo? Like, even if you have like a lot of the cows and sheep or whatever, and you're butchering them, you're still not getting it's not worth it or whatever you feel, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I like I said, honestly, I'm very underwhelmed with the livestock. I've been kind of trying to make like a new revamped like tier list for food production and stuff, and I was like, dude, I already feel like there's gonna be so many people like very passionately or toxically or whatever arguing with me about like, no, livestock are S tier. You're giving people the wrong advice. It's like, dude, livestock are livestock that when it was just sheep, livestock were S tier. I made a whole video about how sheep were S tier in previous version, but dude, the livestock are just super underwhelming now. Although, like I mentioned in that, there is this if you get a good like affinity bonus with the herbage or whatever, you know what I mean. That could impact you pretty positively, I would say. So I guess there's some like, you know, some variance there. Make cheese with chickens, yeah.
These things do happen from time to time.
We'll make some. Is there a type of cheese that you make with eggs? I don't know. All right, our economy's strong. Let's get some taxation going on here. I'll do like 8% for now. Alright, we could set up some like farming infrastructure too. We do have fertility in this region. Might as well get some of that set up because that's going to really allow us to expand our population more. Obviously, we can just plant a bunch of oats. I mean, dude, this is the most OP thing. Now, if you get like rich fertility, like your entire region is just like max for oats. Like you can literally just plant like an unlimited amount of oats basically, and yeah. GG, you know? Let's think about where do we want to put farming fields, though. We want to put them, like, over on this side or over here? I guess I kind of like over here, I guess? I don't know. We have our granary over here. I just don't want to make these animals, like, move, you know? I kind of want to use, like, this space. But the animals are kind of, like... they're taking up some of this, a lot of this potential, like, open field area, you know? They're in a weird spot where it's, like, half trees and half not. I guess we'll just go over here. Alright, let's, we'll just set up, I'm just going to set up some, like, farming stuff here real quick. Okay, farmhouse, let's do something. Something like this. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm trying to do, I like to, like, especially when there's, like, military stuff going on, like, I definitely recommend, like, any of these, like, main roadways and stuff, do kind of, like, the double road, because it'll just have more space for, like, I really hate when there's, like, troops trying to get through, like, the town or whatever, and they're, like, getting all, like, too clustered because of, like, a single roadway, you know what I mean? It's nice to have the space. Alright, farmhouse. The villagers sure like barbecue. The cows reproduce too slow to get enough meat as compared to how sheep... Yeah, I gotcha. If you had 40 sheep, you always had... I gotcha. So, but is that just for sheep though, Mo, that you're talking about? Like, is it still worth it to butcher, or is that just for the cows rather? Is it still worth it to butcher sheep, or are you saying it's just the cows that kind of don't reproduce well enough now, or do you think it's like sheep also? I guess we could be importing some sheep or whatever and kind of try some of that out too. But I definitely trust whatever you're saying as well. Let's move this over here, and then let's put a pasture area in here. God, dude, it's crazy though that I think they went a little too crazy with like reducing the pasture space though. You're telling me this, like, even if we only ordered sheep, we could only fit 6 sheep in here? Like, are you serious? That's a little, I guess we gotta find a different... Maybe we could put livestock over here, I guess. On this side. Since we didn't put fields over here. Move that out of the way. We'll put a big pasture over here. Hey, what's up, Bert from Belgium? We're on Jagged Cliffs. The Jagged Cliffs map. And I got the enemy... We got the max amount of enemy AIs on. They're on aggressive, so... We'll see what they do.
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
At least that'll be good enough for 10. I think it's a little excessive, though, with the space reduction on that. Alright, I'm just gonna do like a few... Just a couple of fields for us to have a little bit of oats here that we'll do a partial seasonal harvest. Oops, I don't want competition. Oats. Look at that, 100%. I mean, that's crazy. 100%. Easy money. Speaking of easy money, we're soaring on economy and revenue. We're maxed out on planks for now. Let's take this guy and let's get a couple people on this farming. We need more farming employees. Let's chill on this for a sec, or let's just leave one, I guess. How are we doing on... Yeah, we'll come back to that. A little more.
Berries, bursting with flavour, and fit for a king.
Clothes are hard to get now. So they nerfed sheep as well. Yeah, I gotcha. In more ways. Yeah, I gotcha. On the plus side, I was watching a guy playing this patch, and he went into battle with one of his men carrying a log. I don't know if that's a plus side, but it sounds like an entertaining side, I guess. Meat from sheep has been greatly reduced. Yeah, okay. Meat by too late in the game. Gotcha. Rich salter farming. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So you bring up a really good point there, Mo. That definitely seems like something worth looking into. Maybe doing a little testing on. Yeah, that's a really good question. Because I think based on what you're saying here, you're making a real case for. Sounds like, you know, for example, salt could be potentially like the most valuable resource now, as far as like late game, I guess, at least, right? Thinking more kind of long term. Because getting that, the possibility both with sausages and cheese to essentially multiply your food, but sounds like we're more specifically talking about the meat food variety category here, being able to multiply meat into sausages with the salt might be potentially one of the most valuable things to have at this point. Yeah, that's a very interesting point. What's up, Mini Show? Even the medieval mudslingers wouldn't have a mine in the middle of the village. Well, I know, I feel you on that. At least we gotta do what we gotta do, though. I mean, this is where the deposit was. are getting some pork, though. Alright, we'll reassign our hunting here shortly, too, but we're just kind of getting a couple fields planted for us to have to harvest in the upcoming autumn window. Our vendors are going crazy with their voice lines, as usual. Alright, we need to let's get some more housing rocking here. Let's think about where do we want to put that, because we're going to have like a castle area over here, so I don't know if we want to go too much farther with housing space. Maybe we could go slightly farther, but probably cut off somewhere around here. Something like that, just to make it easier. I'll put a couple more in here. You just restarted on Devil's Hill, Bert? Yeah, nice. Controlling the hill from both flanks where I can make one big city over 3 regions. Nice, dude. That sounds cool. Yeah, that's definitely seems like what the Devil's Hill map is there for, you know. Might as well take advantage of enjoying that aspect. That sounds really cool. Did we get all our fields planted? Yes, we did. They're all in waiting. Alright, so we'll put these guys back to work on other stuff for now. We got some oats planted that'll help us with some growth. Let's get back on the hunting camp. We do have a pasture ready, so let's also go ahead and do not pack station, livestock trading post. Whatever, we'll just throw it over here. Cool. And then we're gonna want a, where's that, under this one, right? The livestock farm. And that's why we also needed some oats too, because if we're going to start importing some livestock, then we need to feed them and stuff. But yeah, honestly, guys, like I was saying, like I'm trying to get like prepared a video for like a tier list and stuff, and really break all this information down. But I just those types of videos are really hard to make because there's just so many things change so often, and there's so many like conflicting variables and all that kind of stuff, and then people are very like set in their ways about what they think is good or not, and can be very draining. But just so you guys know, yeah, honestly, like we can even, once the chickens have been in for a full year here, we're approaching that point. It's not quite there, but you'll see, like literally they literally produce more from one single chicken coop than you get from a cow. And like cows are just so expensive and overrated. I guess that's as good a spot as any. We'll just go with that. We have plenty of money and approval, so we can just bump up our taxation a little bit here too. Let's get a little more aggressive with that. Get some treasury on hand. Get ready to assert some military dominance. Alright, let's import. So what should we... I mean, we could try out some sheep just for kicks. Just kind of see what's going on. Clothes are way harder to get now.
Poor quality, he said. Impossible.
Right, yeah, I got you. So that's what, I mean, yeah, so farming, I guess, I don't know, I mean, I assume it's possible. It sounds like,
Meat.
potentially,
Get your meat here.
we might be
So fresh
talking,
it's practically still mooing.
God, these vendors, dude. Meat! Well, we got meat here. He's advertising it. Sounding like maybe fertility and salt, or rich salt rather. So you know, your two rich resources. You know what I mean. So if you get rich fertility and rich salt, that might be the most ideal, because then you'll have no issues with clothing, no issues with beverage, because you can, you know, flax for clothing, barley for beverage, salt for multiplying your meat supply and stuff. So yeah, that might be pretty ideal at this point, huh? Use flax for clothes. Fields produce way more. Yeah. Got it. Almost have to have fertile land and be lucky and get a decent patch of ground. I gotcha. Okay, well. So sounds like we have a shift in maybe what's like the most ideal kind of resource deposits to be looking for based on clothing being a little hard to maintain, since livestock kind of suck now. Might change very quickly, but who knows?
Keep your half
It's
warm.
definitely seeming like that's the case in the current state, though. Hey, what's up, Mergen? Happy Sunday. Yeah, or yeah, I mean, well, that's the other thing too. Like Beth mentioned there too. I mean, having a strong economy can, you know, somewhat fix all, not completely just fix all problems, but you know, you can really reduce the amount of like, you know, issues that you might run into from, you know, oh, I didn't get, you know, good flax or whatever to be able to supply clothing and stuff. Having a very strong economy is your ticket to, you know, fixing most things. Or at least one of your tickets, right?
Anywhere else.
Because yeah, I mean, we could import. You know, if you have like a really strong economy, you could just import a bunch of flax, or you just straight up import a bunch of clothes, whatever. I mean, it's really not that much more expensive. It's only 13 each instead of 11 each.
Don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
New job starting in 2 weeks. Oh, well, congratulations on that. Free for now. Nice. Well, enjoy your 2 weeks before you're back into the routine. You know, cheesy cheese. What's up with all these ads?
Don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
Is there? I didn't change anything. I haven't changed any settings from what I usually. I just have it on the standard. You could watch. I don't know what browser you guys use, but you can always use. I use Brave. The Brave browser. I don't think you get any ads on YouTube or most websites if you use Brave. All right, what are we doing? Probably put some more houses. Why not? Let's think about what do we got. We have our spears for some of these guys. We could get some retinue. We could get some mercenaries. There's some bandit camps on the map. And these guys are on aggressive. I don't know how long I mean, we're only in year 2, but I don't know how long it takes for them to start actually getting aggressive. Let's put an herb garden too on there, just in case people get sick. Why not? We could also, obviously, we'll set up more farming stuff too. I'm not gonna get too like detailed with the farming setup and whatnot, but we can definitely set up some more farming infrastructure for the upcoming. We'll harvest and then plant some more. Placement points were a little buggy on the first one. There we go. Is there good flax? Oh, look at that. We got... Well, how about that, huh? We got a nice patch of flax fertility over here. Who would have guessed? A little division here. Anyone check out? I know we didn't end up really checking out Mandate Order, but it released in early access. I haven't really heard anything about it. Anyone played it or anything? We played the playtest. I'm sure some of you guys remember. A while back, we played the playtest, and there was like a lot of hype about it, but I don't know if anyone's checked it out since it's actually been released. You know, I think that you're a big fan of the devs. You're not. Said ages ago that it was scary that Darren had so much say in a game he was bad at, but now I think he is in charge of balancing. Yeah. That's fine. I mean, it's fine if you are a fan of the devs. Everyone can have their own view on things. I've made my stance and my views very clear, which rubs people the wrong way, but is what it is. Alright, let's get back on some plank production here. But yeah, Darren is
These things do happen from time to time.
I'm not even gonna say anything because you guys probably already know what I'm thinking. But yeah, by the way, Darren did. So also, here's another thing. I was thinking about making a video, like a short video or whatever, just to kind of like clarify the like trade values. So because I don't. Once again, if you guys watched the video where I did the just chickens and oats and cows challenge, and we used the, which one is it? The Viden Hinterlanders perk that has the cheaper animal imports, which of course the tooltip is bugged because it doesn't say cows and yada yada, and then like all the values were all messed up and all that kind of stuff. And it's the same if you do like these other ones, such as the Regensburg Guildsman that has salt and iron ore import value reduction. Same on this one, Strasbourg Masons. Or no, which one is it? Nuremberg, yeah, Nuremberg Prospectors. Reduced iron ore and salt imports or whatever here. Like, none of those values work properly. Like, they're all completely incorrect. So he chimed in, at least I think it was him on... It wasn't on his main account, like his Darren Plays account, you know what I mean? But I think he has, I don't know, whatever, another, like a side account. It said his name, like his real name on there, so I don't, you know, unless it's someone impersonating him. But yeah, he commented on the video, and he was like, saying that it, which I think is something that we've discussed, I vaguely remember kind of discussing this in the past, that the values are like, it's accounting for the value after tariffs, which is extremely confusing. So like if you go to the trade, for example, and you hover over the value of like any of these, any item that's on here, you'll see it says like foreign import price tariff plus 10 regional wealth, which is like confusing at best about like what does that mean? You know what I mean? Is that already included in the price? Is that added on after the price, or does it only happen if you use certain foreign traders, or like what's the deal? But apparently that's like applied to every single thing you see on here. So for example, something like iron ore that has a value of 11 for the import price, and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get 30% off from taking this perk because my import price is 30%, and it literally just says import value minus 30%. The reality is you're only getting 30% off of one, which of course is nothing. So like, dude, these perks are literally worthless. So yeah, like that's the thing, is the price that you're getting the discount on is minus 10. So like the real value of any item on here is whatever it says minus 10. So like the real import value of iron ore is 1, right? So they're offering us a perk that reduces, there's 2 perks that reduce the value of iron. Like this, you know, iron ore reduced by 30%. So you're getting a 30% reduction on of 1, which is nothing. It's a joke, yeah. So it's like if it's not bugged, which I guess it's not bugged technically because it is working as the way they made it, but the way they made it is stupid and makes no sense at all, and literally makes some of the perks utterly useless. So, but the chickens are bugged. You still don't get any import value reduction on the chickens, even though it says you're supposed to. Not even the after tariff cost or whatever. So, anyways. Apparently that's the deal with that. You'll be divorced if you take on another city builder game. The SO won't be happy about you spending more time on anything like that, huh? No time for mandate order. What are we doing now? Oh, I guess, okay, we're about to have a harvest. We're about to do like a whole farming situation here. We could probably get some more housing set up too. This is like the outer portion of where the castle or whatever would end right there. So I guess we could just put more houses back here. Why not? We could also go ahead and put in like a big like veggie garden area too. You know, that would probably be a good idea. Maybe we can go for something over here. Let's see if we can make something work. Maybe we can make a little area right here for some beautification, and then we can use this little portion as a way for us to put a massive backyard over here, something like that, you know what I mean? Is that excessive? Yes, it is. Should we do it anyways? Yes, we should. Why not? Regarding mandate order, they have had to admit they used AI to flesh out the game. What does that mean? Now we got a massive backyard over here. We can plant that up. Let's tone down on the taxation. We got a bunch of treasury, and we're starting to dip a little bit in our funds. I mean, we did import. I guess we got 9 sheep so far. We'll just have that. See what happens with the sheep, I guess. Put someone on the livestock farm. Let's make sure we put a production limit on the animal feed, because we don't want to use all of our oats to just produce too much animal feed. And when yeah, you saw the comment, Beth. Yeah, gotcha. It's wrong and confusing. Yep, it's not intuitive at all, and it's just a terrible system, which, once again, no surprise. Yeah, Mo, for sure. Yeah, he could not answer you. Yeah, no surprise. They don't even know what's going on. They don't even know what's. What's up, Nazgul? Haven't picked a perk? The best perk is not to pick one. Well, my opinionated answer is yes. The best option is to not take a perk. Yeah, no, but objectively, you should use a perk. Personally, I think the perk system is a joke, and I don't know. I just don't use the perks very often because
fresh meat. Get your fresh meat here. Meat so fine and cuts.
I don't like the perk system, and getting along fine without them anyways. So, hey, what's up, Mr. Echo? How's it going, man? Happy Sunday. What's up, Melon? They totally should add cider for pears and... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you mean pears and quinces, I think it is, right? Yeah, because you can only make cider from apples right now. Alright, we're going to do... we got a bunch of farming tasks to get done here. We're going to reallocate our labor for that real quick. Or a chunk of our labor. Don't need sod pit right now. Alright, that's fine. We can go with 5 now. We should probably get a... Been too busy yapping, but we can get a plowing station over there too. We can pause on charcoal for the minute as well, for the moment.
Meat so tender, it practically
Yeah, good to
melts
hear
in
from you,
your
Mr.
mouth.
Echo. Thanks for hopping
Come
in,
and see
dude.
for yourself. You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
So they may or may not have lifted a bunch of
Berries,
code to make the
berries,
game initially, but to
fast
get it...
shy, good sirs and
Dude, are
ladies.
these freaking marketplace people are going crazy like usual. Release a version that used AI. Oh, I get it. So okay, I gotcha. So they had AI do like actually do some of the coding for them. I gotcha. Which I assume some people don't like and see it as unethical or whatever else. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, like I said, we only did that play test a while back. I think you were there. You probably remember it. And it was like it was cool, but it's you could tell it definitely had like a long ways to go as far as actually being ready. So I don't know. I guess maybe they just did that as a little shortcut or whatever, huh? Alright, we're gonna plant flax over here because that was our plant. We can do barley too. We can do barley and flax. Looks like we have decent fertility for both in this section over here, which is very nice. Let's see, flax 89%, 89, 88, 85.
Come on. Feast your eyes on our fine selection.
Let's do that for now, and then we'll see if we have enough time to add some more before the window closes, or before you know, autumn ends or whatever. The old perk tree was so much better, dude. 100%, Bert. I mean, I feel like, you know, the current perk tree has the potential to be better than the old perk tree, but I mean, like, these clowns let us, you know, took out the old perk tree and they were like, yo, we got this really cool new perk tree coming in, except you're only going to have one perk for like over a year. It's like, dude, I don't give a crap about what your stupid idea is to like make a better perk tree. If you don't actually implement it in a timely manner, it doesn't mean anything. Like, you're just literally regressing the game, dude. I don't know if it's been, I guess, has it been a full year? Maybe not quite. We'll see when we come into year 3, it'll definitely have been a full year. But like I said, on that other playthrough that I did, the chickens were getting 13 eggs and 3 meat over the course of 1 year, which is really strong. Alright, like I said, we'll get a plowing station up for the next farming window too. We just weren't paying attention, talking about other stuff. But we'll definitely get a another ox. Or we can order a couple more ox. We've got plenty of money. Get some more ox, get a plowing station going, that kind of stuff. Ramp up our farming operation. What's the latest beta? What's the newest beta patch? Well, I'm sure you probably already know about the, like, cows and oats and church and stuff, Sarah. I assume you mean because since then they've done, like, another, you know, beta of the beta of the beta, as they always do, which we're on, I don't know which, I think we're on the 3rd beta right now, so we're on the beta of the beta of the beta? Something like that? as far as what changed between the last version of the beta and the current version of the beta, nothing. I don't know, some, you know, some worthless stuff that should have been fixed, though, should have already been done or whatever. Anyways, I don't know, whatever. Nothing, basically. I don't know, some other people in here probably know even better than me. Mandate, you gave out all the keys you had for it. The game had too much politics in it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess I didn't even hear about all that kind of stuff. I just remember trying it during the playtest and everyone was like super hyped. A lot of people were talking about it. Update yesterday 103. Cheesemonger and construction yard changed. Oh, interesting. Patch notes said they added cheesemonger. Well, the cheesemonger's been in the... That was in the first beta version or whatever already. Some of the other city builder games have had so many items and game tech paths that it loses some of the immersion that Manor Lords has, despite its faults. Yeah, I agree. Well, as you've... as far as maintenance, do we not have any tools? Why do we not have any tools? Oh, we didn't set a surplus. Whoops. I was like... Worker got injured from the job site collapsing. Let's do another field of barley if we can squeeze it in here. I don't really care about this iron, to be honest, so we'll just overlap it. At least for now. Go, go, barley! Yeah, 100 and some days till invasion. Yeah, we're more than ready. We got plenty of treasury. We got more than enough resources at our disposal. But yeah, anyways, about your point with the overwhelming amount of like tech paths and stuff like that, Mo, I agree. And as a matter, you watched like or at least I don't know, a couple of the Farthest Frontier streams, or you know, some of the videos that I was doing about Farthest Frontier. And you probably remember me saying, like, you know, all really great things. I have nothing but great things to say about Farthest Frontier, other than like, yeah, the tech tree is like overwhelming, dude. Like, you open the tech tree and it's just like, there's literally like 100 options on there, dude. You know, it's like, whoa. That's a little too, and there's some things that I feel like are on the tech tree that are like, shouldn't be on the tech, like they should just be standard or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, that one's a little excessive. That's like a pretty good example of that whole situation, I guess. As we spend a little extra money there to get those tools imported, we'll chill a little bit on the taxing slightly. Get our regional wealth back up again. We got plenty of treasury. Which is it, 50? Yeah, we'll just max out our retinue for now. There we go. Alright, cool. We got that barley all planted, so we're good on this season here. We'll leave just like a couple people on here to finish threshing these oats, if there's anything left to do there, which I don't think there is, but whatever. And we'll restaff all of our other stuff. We could be using the seasonal assignments. I don't know. I still kind of prefer, until it gets like really big and we have just like extra labor and stuff, I still like rotating my labor around manually because we're doing a bit of min-maxing and stuff, you know. Alright. Yeah, the terraforming in Farthest Frontier is awesome. I agree, dude. I've sunk in like quite a few hours in like making some insane builds in Farthest Frontier where it's just like almost like a fully walled town area just from you know, like terraforming, you know, no like actual walls, but just all like terraform. It's pretty nuts, and then you can make like, you know, kind of like choke points or whatever, you know what I mean, for like when there's raiders and stuff like that. It's pretty nuts. All right, cool. So we got a ton of food there because we had a big harvest of oats on top of the other regular stuff that we've been gathering. So that's good. We'll also get some, like, what should we do, an orchard or should we do veggies over here? I don't know, whatever. Let's do an orchard. And we can use some more housing too. We just kind of need to think about where we want to probably just keep going out like this way, I guess. Just add some more housing over here. Yeah, maybe we could put another big... See if we can do something like that. Is that enough for a double in the front? Not quite. So we need to make that a little bigger. Oh, it doesn't like our... Didn't like our plot point, did it? See if it likes this one. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. This looks like a pretty steep slope over there. Maybe we could cut it off a little shorter. Yeah, we'll go with that, whatever. Why not? Cool. Maybe an actual building for cheese. I think it's like I think it's a housing extension if you have tier 3 house, right? Yeah. You have to have tier 3 house for the cheesemonger. Did we make any animal feed? Yes. Well, hopefully they're making animal feed. Yeah, we told them we did a production limit of 20. So, yeah, we're maintaining 20 animal feed. So we're good to go. We're good to go on that. We didn't forget about that. Didn't forget about that. That was a good shout, though.
Go and see for yourself.
Ramps leading up to the fortress between archer towers. Oh, like you mean in Farthest Frontier? Yeah, for sure, dude. 100%. Yeah, and you kind of like funnel. You can like create that kind of choke point, funnel them in or whatever, dude. Definitely spent way too much time making stuff like that in Farthest Frontier. Should we do another orchard or should we go veggie here? Let's go veggie. How much is it to plant? We have a massive orchard here. Yeah, look at that. 592. We went crazy. It was like a plus 800% modifier on this one. But you know, why not, dude? Live a little. See, dude, carrots are so goated, dude. Honestly, I don't know if you guys have any other different experience, but like I just always do the carrots on the veggie fields, man. I feel like the carrots are just still the best. The Western City Builder, Farthest Frontier. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I guess it is kind of Western. I'm not really sure. It's like pretty much medieval. It's like really similar to Manor Lords, other than like the aesthetic. It's a little more of like a like it looks really nice, but it's not as like extremely immersive as Manor Lords. It's more of like a traditional top-down city builder in that regard, I guess. But Farthest Frontier is a really good game, though. There is a Western city builder though, which I think Baff recommended, and I actually played the demo for and thought it was really good. What is it? Pioneer. Let me look real quick. Wild West Pioneers. Yeah, that one was actually really good too. That seems like it's going to be a really good game. What's my stream schedule? I usually just stream on Sundays. I usually try to start at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. Today I started a little later because I wasn't able to get on at that time, but honestly, I don't know. I used to do like weekly, Sunday, every single week. But yeah, I don't know. These days I'm kind of more just going live on Sundays a couple times a month.
Berries, berries.
Instead of every single week.
Fit for a king.
For veggies with 2 families, the max is half a Morgan. Oh, you mean that's like what you've noticed is like the max that they could harvest with just 2 families within the... That's the max that they can like keep up with? Yeah, I mean you can get more than 2 families on the plot though. Just if you upgrade the housing to tier 3 and tier 3 or 4 or whatever. But it also depends on your like logistical setup too, you know. Like for example, we want both of these houses with the big backyards in them. We want them both to have the upgraded living space so that that'll increase their storage for like their pantry. And then we would also want to like upgrade the granary and make sure that they're efficiently being able to empty the resources of the houses that are producing or whatever. Alright, so there's some raiders coming. So we can just hire up some mercenaries and deal with them. Where are the mercenaries coming from? They're like way over there. See, this is the other part that's like so silly with the the raiders and bandits in this game are just really dumb. See, he's already rallied his troops and he probably wants to engage the raiders because they're actually coming to hit. Like they would walk through his town to get to our town. Like we would never even be able to engage them. Other than we spawn some mercenaries with like that are right over here already. It's just kind of silly, you know. Very dumb system. Where's the like stances? Didn't there used to be like defensive stance? Is that not a thing anymore? Give ground, missile alert, balanced, stand your ground, push forward. I guess stand your ground is defense mode, right now? Okay. Yeah, stand your ground. And where is shoot at will? Shoot at will, there we go. Okay. Just gonna have our archers shoot at them from the hillside. Might not be able to get the whole backyard done. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having like extra space though too, you know? Better to have more than enough than less than enough in that regard, I would say. Move our archers around the backside. Flank them. Rip their ends off. Yeah, shield wall's good. Echo. Yeah, shield wall's really good. You just have to click it before. You can't click it after they're like already engaged or whatever. But yeah, shield wall. I think like putting the melee units, like your main melee units, as defensive as possible. Just using the archers to like get around and do bulk of the damage is always the play. A lot of pressure to do a weekly stream. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you appreciate the streams because so many are involved in the discussions. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I do it. I mean, I'll be honest, like, there's no, like, real tangible incentive for doing the streams unless you're, like, really, like, I don't know, I feel like you have to have, like, thousands of concurrent viewers for it to really be worth it, you know, similar to like on Twitch or whatever. But I mainly just like, I don't know, I feel like it's just the best way to connect with you guys, other than, you know, responding to comments in the, you know, comments on videos or whatever is one thing, but having a more like live open discussion is a lot more you know, a lot more engaging. But yeah, it was kind of, yeah, before, like, the pressure of, like, making sure to do them every week, it was, like, sometimes when it was, like, I didn't realistically have, like, the time to do it, but kind of still did it anyways, and it was just kind of stressful and stuff, so. But yeah, I want to make sure to kind of keep in tune with you guys as best as possible, as much as possible, so definitely keep the streams going. Like I said, at least once or twice a month, minimum. But yeah, I don't know if we can do weekly so much anymore. Yeah, we lost a bunch of space here too with the plot layout or whatever not being like an ideal setup or whatever, basically, but it's not the end of the world.
Keep your heart warm and your home cozy.
We're more than fine on all kinds of resources and whatever, so it's all good. Not really tripping too much. We could probably use some more pasture space though, because this is only has one more spot in it. If these sheep start reproducing, then I hate how these animals are just so in the way, dude. They're like halfway out of the forest. Maybe let's add a pathway here before we eliminate our ability to do so. This will give us room for only 6 more sheep. Oh my god. That is a little... Did they nerfed the pasture like space like too much, right? Or like the utilization of the space, however you want to put it. That's only enough for 8. Jeez, dude. Brutal. On this map in particular, there are only 2 edges. Oh yeah, this is not High Peaks. Yeah, this is not High Peaks. I know that as you know, that is my favorite map. No, but we're on jagged cliffs, I think is what it's called, right? Jagged cliffs, yeah. All the AI, like I said, they're on aggressive. I put them on aggressive. I mean, we're in year 3 now. I don't know how aggressive is, but so far they haven't really done anything. Well, wait, hold on. Let's take a look, because this guy, Yellow, rallied up his troops to, like, go engage with those bandits or whatever, right? And then what? He just unrallied them, I guess, hopefully? Hopefully they're not, like, stuck in the abyss somewhere or something. Okay. Yeah, you get some few subs from the streaming and stuff. Yeah, that's good though. I feel like I lose subs every time I post a video or go live because people don't like my my hot takes. Have I noticed that non-rich and rich animal resources seem to produce nearly the same amount of meat? Oh, you mean like the hunting, the animal deposit? No, I've not noticed. I haven't done any testing with the hunting, to be honest. I personally, for me, like, the hunting is like, just, I don't know, D tier, you know, C tier, D tier. Like, hunting is, and I don't know, as far as I've noticed, not even just in the current state, but honestly, for most of the... Hunting used to have really strong potential, like, way back, like, with the old perk system, and... I don't know if there's any OGs here. You guys remember when the biggest problem we had in the game, you know, 2 years ago was the fact that the deer would, like, kind of wander away off the map. Once he fixed that, like, hunting was pretty strong and stuff. But honestly, like, for the last, I don't even know, like, year and a half plus, like, hunting is just, hunting kind of sucks, to be honest. I don't know, this one I just kind of rolled with whatever there was, and there was rich fertility, so, you know, if you have rich fertility, it's kind of like whatever, you know what I mean, I guess. Well, not fully, as we were talking about earlier, with getting the meat requirements in the later stages, but honestly, if I'm really trying to, like, have an ideal roll, and there's a hunting deposit, and I'd rather get something else, like, I'll probably just re-roll. You know, hunting sucks. It's not even remotely close to being like any of the stronger food options, you know what I mean? Here, let's do let's put this guy on saw pits. I'm gonna just delegate our hunter's fine for the other guy, and then I'm gonna put these guys on corpse pit. Realize I should type to remember there was a bandit camp. Oh no, it's all good, dude. No worries, no worries. No, I know you know that I like to play on the High Peaks map, so I totally get why you said that. High Peaks still is my favorite map, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, it has a little bit of a different, like, functionality in a lot of those ways. Hunting is good mainly for the pelts. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, hunting is really, like, the main advantage, which, you know, if you guys have watched my economy guide, if you haven't, definitely recommend checking out the economy guide. Very helpful. Tons of information in there. But yeah, hunting, like, as far as, like, especially for, like, early on sort of revenue and stuff, particularly, as most of you probably hopefully already know, if you take the Vogtland perk, first of all, you're going to get the hunting hound, so you'll get a little extra boost in, like, the production from it, but you'll get more value from your, like, selling the pelts will actually be quite profitable, and you should be getting them in at a pretty decent rate, so definitely really nice for trade. But as far as food production, it's pretty blah. I mean, let's see, what does it tell us? Yield excellent. Okay, I mean, so you guys can, I don't know, take it for yourselves. I mean, it's not as bad as I anticipated, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was even lower than that. So, what if we like average that out? What is that? It's like 6 meat a month or something like that. What's 6 times 12? Pulling out the calculator. 72. Yeah, so it's like what, 6.5, upwards of 8. Yeah, 8 times 12 is. Or upwards of 7, rather. 7 times 12, 84. Yeah, so it's like almost, so what we see here is like almost 7 meat per month. Which isn't, like, terrible. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was. I mean, we have a decent, Yeah, we have a decent bonus on the teaming, I guess, too. 59%. So because that has a chance to like make the animals reproduce a little quicker. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure though as far as like rich deposit versus regular deposit, Mo, when you were asking, but this is a rich, or no, a regular. Oh yeah, this is just a regular deposit. So this is actually quite a bit better than I was anticipating. And we haven't touched the, it's just on the standard reserve, so 12. And we have like a 60% bonus with teaming. I mean, that's a pretty decent yield, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna screenshot this just for data reference. I mean, that's not too bad. But yeah, to that point, honestly, it'd probably be worth too. We could probably, another thing we could be doing is like putting foresters' huts like all around the region and just replanting trees like crazy, so that we're like maxing out our woodland bonus. You know what I mean? So we have the maximum amount of like affinity bonus on stuff like that. For example. I'm gonna put these guys on corpse bit here real quick so they only do farming and we don't have to worry about them being on the labor pool. Oops. There we go. I mean, it's a little better than I thought, like I said. Especially since it's not a rich deposit. Yeah, 6 or... How many per month? 6 or 7, huh? Somewhere the Gen X kids or whatever are doing the thing. Which all berries are enriched or even normal wild animals is so much better than, say, shrooms and standard fish. Yeah, dude, freaking fishing sucks too. Yeah, that's the other. I don't even know. Maybe hunting is actually a little better, but fishing is. I feel like fishing is. God, that's down on the ranks too now. I was when I was thinking about my rank tier list or whatever. I was like, fishing's got to be like C tier at this point, dude. Like, it's one of those things where because fishing was good when they like originally implemented it, because on the original perk system there were perks for fishing, specifically that one perk that allows you to like increase the capacity of the ponds and allows you to fish over the winter time as well or whatever. That one was like a critical component. Like now that there's no like none of the environment affinities affect fishing, there's no development perk that affects fishing, so like I feel like until there's some sort of like a bonus, like an environment bonus or a perk bonus or whatever, I feel like fishing is like really pretty terrible, to be honest, at this point. Once again, fishing can be pretty good for like economy, trade profits, you know what I mean? Because just like we were saying with the pelts, it's a minor, you could have like carp, which are in the minor trade category, and then you pair it with the Vogtland perk and you could sell quite a bit of carp for like a pretty good profit, you know what I mean? But other than that, like, dude, fishing is like very, very blah. Sunday roast. Yeah. Bring back the deers, dude. Make deer great again, right? What's up, Riri? Do you do the Raider Bandit Camp trick for population boost? I haven't done it in this playthrough, but yes, I have definitely done it. I was the first one to make a video about it. It's Info Mole Rat's strategy that he told us about over 6 months ago. For just one person to man, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I agree, Smarties. I think for like, we've just had one person chilling, or one family chilling on here on a regular hunting camp for the year. I think that's quite good on the yields. That being said, we have a strong, I mean, okay, as always, this is the thing that's like, you always have to take into consideration too whenever we're talking about production rates for anything in this game. this is a pretty advantageous setup, right? Like, we have the hunting grounds are literally right here, the hunting camp is right here, and the granary is right here, and then the marketplace is right here. So, like, everything is really tight-knit, you know what I mean? So, like, part of the reason we're getting excellent, our yield is in the excellent categories because our logistical setup is so tight-knit and efficient. But obviously there could be a world where, like, these animals are, like, way the heck, like, out here or whatever, you know what I mean? And then that's gonna, like, reduce their production by, you know, a very significant amount. Of course, you could try to, in that case, you know, maybe you could take a hunting camps which are free to place, and you could just repeatedly place a hunting camp in the zone, and it'll, like, keep moving them around, and you could try to get good RNG and to kind of force it to, you know, try to be a little closer to your town. But yeah, obviously that is something to take into consideration always with basically anything in the game, as you guys hopefully should know already. Let's have these guys just, like, plant a massive forest over here so we get more woodland affinity bonus. Yeah, at least hunting is year-round, too. That's another good thing as well. I agree. Hunting is really nice for, like, say you're in a pinch thinking, like, oh, we're going to be tight over the winter. You know what I mean? Maybe, like, you know, riding the line with, like, berries or fish or whatever other seasonal stuff. At least your hunting will get you some stuff over the winter time. Spoilers rate destroys fishing. Yeah. Never make it to the next season before running out of the fish you harvested. Yeah. And it just, because as far as I understand, the fishing only repopulates during spring and summer, right? So, like, it's just, yeah. It's not consistent or strong enough repopulation rates. Like, you can't have, like, a consistent, like, really strong supply of fish. Like, at least once your town reaches, like, a decent size, you know what I mean? Maybe if it's, like, still in a smaller size, then probably fine, but, yeah.
Perhaps he simply does not know how to cook.
You think a fishing perk is coming, Zero?
So tender, it practically melts
Well,
in your mouth.
look who's Mr. Optimistic, huh? On your guide, you rank fishing the worst, seasonal, and very high spoilage. Yeah, I agree with you, Mr. Echo. I agree with you.
Finer wares anywhere else.
I think fishing is, like, low down there. We were talking about it earlier too. Livestock is pretty terrible these days too, to be honest with you. Yes, Casarus, dude, goats. Hey, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Goats are the goat. Well, oats are the goat. Oats are the real goat. But goats are also goated.
Poor quality, he said.
Oh, I can't believe we put this animal pen in here. I forgot to put pigs in it. We're using pigs here on this one because we have a pretty strong environment bonus for the pigs. So we're just kind of using pigs because why not? But yeah, dude, goats are goated. Goats are goat. Goated goats. 100% agree. Let's take a look at our. Okay. So now it's been, like, at least, like, a full year since our chickens have been in. So you guys can see for yourself. Like I mentioned, I said 13 eggs and 3 chicken meat. So this is showing us 12 eggs and 3 chicken meat. So we're very slightly off that. But you guys can see for yourselves here. Look. So coming back to what we were talking about earlier, when you think of cows, right? One cow. Well, there you go. It went up to 13. There you go. Now you guys can see it. This is from what I've noticed, is pretty much kind of like the new max standard after the 15% buff for chickens. 13 eggs and 3 chicken meat for over the course of a year. That is legitimately more than you are going to get from a cow. And the cow costs you 3 times as much to purchase, and you have to feed it, and you have to have labor constantly, like, monitoring them and milking the cows or whatever. So cows, guys, cows suck. Like, I'm not saying that they can't be they're not worthwhile if you invest in cows, like, early on, and then, you know, they reproduce and then you have a bunch of them. Like, the investment, you know, will pay off eventually after they reproduce a lot. But it's just like, I don't know. I stick by what I said in my original you know, kind of synopsis of the beta of this new update patch is just, dude, just doing animal pens is better than investing in cows, to be honest. Literally so much so that literally chickens are even better. Like, you don't even need to do an actual animal pen. You can do chickens and they're already better than cows. Which is pretty sad. They need to make cows better, because the amount of investment it takes for cows is pretty steep, you know what I mean? So like the payoff needs to be higher. Alright, let's squeeze in. I guess we'll just squeeze in more housing down here. Let's do that, why not? Alright, so we're going to be at another autumn window soon. We have a big farming operation to take care of, but yeah, our economy's rolling. I guess we should be selling off some of our rubble stone too, because it's just piling up way more than we can keep up with. Whatever. Sell it off. At least slowly but surely. I guess we have been gathering wool, right? Yeah, we have been gathering some wool. So we could think about getting like a tailor shop going, or at least for now, at least a one of these guys, Weaver's Workshop. Why do we have no logs? Oh, because we just placed 4 houses. Duh. And we have our reserve at 8. We can bump that up a little more. Plenty of planks. Honestly, we don't even really need to be selling planks anymore. It's not like it's getting us much revenue compared to everything else. We'll just turn off production or selling of planks. Also, put another ox before we forget, so we can have a plowing station. Let's get all that kind of stuff ready for the upcoming harvest. Cows taste better? Yeah, that's right. Beef! It's what's for dinner! Yeah, but sorry if I missed some of your guys' comments. Yeah, I agree with what you said, Nazgul, about fish are good for early money via the trading post, like I mentioned. Yeah, especially if you... It's not so great if you... Because there are two different... Keep in mind, there's 2 different types of fishing deposits. If you get eel is not very good, because that's a major trade route, and that's not going to help you too much. But if you get carp, that is great. If you get carp, like a rich fishing pond or whatever that has carp in it, and you take the Vogland perk for the increased value on minor trade goods, you can definitely sell quite a bit of carp for some very strong profits. That's very true. Yes. That's so similar to hunting. It offers, you know, the main benefit I would say is that it gives you like a kind of like economy benefits. But when we're talking purely like a food production standpoint, I would still rank both of those fairly low. Fish repopulates 3 times. Once 1st of March, April, and May. Oh, so it only repopulates in spring only. Okay, yeah. So I said spring and summer, but it's literally only spring. Yeah. So it's like, dude. Yeah. Whereas like a rich berry deposit is like gonna repopulate throughout the entire year outside of winter. It repopulates the entire season, or the entire spring, summer, and autumn. The reproduction rate goes down as you get into like autumn or whatever. But yeah. Like, rich berries or even mushrooms is going to be far superior. And, like, if you guys watched my video about getting the bandits to move into your town and stuff, which was also, like, a challenge of, you know, setting up the town and booming our, like, food production and stuff quickly enough that we could sustain that, like, crazy growth. If you guys noticed, I forgot to mention it in the video, but I didn't even take the Vogland perk, which I should have mentioned in the video, but, like, of course, you could have also taken that Vogland perk, and then, like, you guys saw how many berries we were already getting from that rich deposit or whatever. I mean, dude, the amount of berries that you can get from a rich deposit if you have the setup, like, efficiently with the logistics, like we were highlighting here. Like, for example, if this was a berry deposit, and we had our forger hut right here, granary right here, marketplace right here. Hopefully some of you guys have seen, I have, like, some food production layouts that show this, all of this, like, in detail and all the steps to kind of think about for setting that up and blah, blah, blah. All that kind of stuff is very important, but if you have that set up and it's like a rich berry deposit and you do like the Vodland perk and everything, if you have like a decent like woodland environment for more of the teaming, for regeneration of the berries and blah, blah, blah. Dude, I mean, you can legitimately get like, I don't know, 600 plus. Like you could very easily get at least 500 or 600 berries out of one single rich deposit every year. You know what I mean? In a situation like that. Which is like way more than you're ever going to get from a, you know, a hunting deposit or a fishing deposit or anything like that. Like we said, this is pretty strong. This is more than I was anticipating. But, like, I mean, I'm not even exaggerating when I'm saying, like, if you have a rich berry deposit and you do it correctly, I mean, we're talking legitimately, like, at least 5 or 6 times this amount of food that we're going to get. Of course, we're not going to get any pelts, but just from, like, a food production, dude, it's buku, you know what I mean? Alright, we're getting close to the harvest season here. We're also getting close to the end of year 3, and these aggressive AIs still really haven't done anything. Like, they're not even going to take the bandit camps. Like, these bandit camps have just been sitting here the whole time. And we can tell the actual bandit enemies are still there, because when we hover over them, it's targeting them, showing us the tooltip for it, so... Yeah, I don't know about the aggressive AI. They're not seeming too aggressive. Yeah, see, like Bab said, they regrow at 10% of the total the bush can have starting on March 1st. Okay, yeah, that's insane. Like, in comparison, like, that is... There is no comparison, you know? In the next patch, we are going to get a perk to be able to fish in winter. Yeah, well, no comment. The hunting camps are free. Yeah, they are free. Kept using shrines, but they're so tiny I missed canceling after this moving them. Nice. Shrines work too, but yeah, a little easier with hunting, I guess. You're using the hunting camps. More easier to see and target. Yeah, they're off in the distance building shrines. Didn't that porridge made from the oats? Yeah, who knows? Add a different meat? Yeah, and supplement the milk. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Hard to make an argument for investing in them too much, yeah. I think it's good to make, like, if you're able to, make like an early investment of, like, I don't know, like a few cows, and then just let them repopulate passively until they're actually doing something for you. Gave up on the pasture animals? Yeah. Just grow flax for clothing instead of sheep. Cows are just hassle. Yeah, 100% agree. Oh, crap, we're in September. We're not farming. What are we doing? At least we had one person here with with an ox assigned. They already gathered a whole field of oats. Yeah, we gotta fix that. Just free up some people here temporarily. Weren't paying attention. Alright, watch them harvest all of our fields here. We should get some decent amount of flax coming in, and barley, and more oats, so that's really good. Cow is slaughter, 1 cow. So 1 cow turns into 18 meat. Seems like a lot, but your villagers turn their nose from the veggies and fruit just to plow through the beef. Interesting. Yeah, I guess they maybe have a higher priority to consume that type of meat before anything else. Berries regrow 10%. Yeah, like, dude, that's the key info right there. Like, berries are crazy strong. And it's the same for mushrooms too, right? Maybe the AI is more passive aggressive. Yeah, I don't know. Only reason I use the auto scheduler daily for the harvest. Yeah, I know, I agree. We probably should be using the seasonal assignments, but I don't know. I still like to manually move all the people around, to be honest. Alright, and then speaking of manual, I like to do the fields manually as well. So we can do oats again on these bad boys. And then we'll basically rotate. Are these decent for barley? No, 35%. Oh, flax is 80% though. Let's switch this to flax. Good. Okay, we'll switch those from oats to flax. We got our more oats over here, and then we'll go flax. Our barley will flip over to flax, and our flax will flip over to barley. Good. So we got barley, 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 flax, 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 oats, oats. Very good, very good. And they harvested everything before the end of September. Most importantly. Which mushrooms and berries were different? Maybe have them peak late summer, early autumn. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they are pretty OP, or they can be pretty OP. So I don't know. I could definitely see them potentially nerfing that, but that being said, I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, they didn't even nerf the bandits cheese, you know what I mean? So I mean, all right, what's going on with our ox over here? What are you doing? Okay, there we go. Back to work. Someone left their cart out here. We got an abandoned cart in the field. Yo, this is kind of a cool screenshot right here. We're going quick screenshot opportunity. Photo op. What was that? Kodak moment. I feel like that's such an old school saying now at this point. Kodak moment feels like such a 90s saying or something. Early 2000s. In theory, they should consume the food equally. Yeah, still open to debate. Finding stuff that should be in my market. It does not turn up when I expect it to. Yeah. Who knows about all that kind of stuff. Yeah, sounds good, Echo. Have a great rest of your day, dude. You're going to test out a game called Horde Guard. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. Hope you enjoy, dude. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And the devs definitely know about the bandit cheese? Yeah, well, of course they know. Yeah, we know they know. Apparently, Darren watched... I mean, I'm sure Darren watched the video. He piped in on the other video about the cows and chickens and stuff, so... Picked a fair amount of shrooms, IRL. Yeah, we need your professional opinion here, Kazarius. You just gave as you doubt your knowledge. You didn't know that you could just harvest hundreds of shrooms within a few weeks, dude? What do you mean? You're gonna be rich. Kodak used to have small plaques to tell people to take pics around certain landmarks. Yeah. Dude, I remember that. I definitely remember that. Like at the zoo or whatever, random stuff like that. Alright, hopefully they get all these fields done in time. Looks like they will be, hopefully. Got the whole rest of November here. Yeah, these shrooms aren't quite as good as the ones that you got going on. These are poor man's shrooms. Oh, we actually already harvested a few apples there too. Look, we already have a strong amount of carrots already from this plot. That's not even an ideal layout or anything, and it was only like 150 coin or whatever. Yeah, there was some dude that I had to ban from the channel or whatever that was in the comments of the video of the patch overviews where I said that you shouldn't invest in cows. He was like calling me an idiot and stuff, and I was just like, dude, you could literally I mean, this is the price of what, 3 cows? I mean, dude, there's absolutely no comparison. Cows are terrible, guys. Well, this is all looking quite good. Hopefully they get this last little farming stuff done here. Looks like they're swarming over here to get it done. We should be in a good spot here. I mean, we have enough. We have stuff to make like clothing and ale and stuff now, so we can maybe start upgrading some housing and stuff too. Let's get a weaver's workshop. Let's move the woodcutter's camp a little farther out. Okay. Got Weaver's Workshop right in that location. Let's order another ox, because why not? Alright, we're pretty much done with all that farming stuff. We'll leave a few guys on here to thresh the rest of those sheaves or whatever. Let's go Weaver's Workshop here.
Come one, come all.
And then let's
Feast your eyes on our
upgrade.
fine selection.
Let's upgrade this guy to a tailor's workshop so we can start making some clothing. And then let's upgrade... I guess let's upgrade this guy to a brewery. So we can start getting some ale and some clothing. I guess we should think about upgrading our church too, huh? We can definitely easily make we're making dress stone already. We can make the mortar easily. We just need roof tiles, which maybe we can gather some clay and whatever during the winter here. Where is clay? Do we have clay? Oh yeah, way over here. Whoops. Let's make a temporary road out to there. Alright, we'll get some stuff to upgrade the church. Let's set the, let's set a, reserve of 20 on our dress stone so we can
Come and see for yourself.
not sell it all, so we have what we need for that. Okay, Weaver's Workshop's ready. We'll staff that and start producing some of that linen or whatever from our flax. We've got a good amount of barley too. We need a malt house. Yeah, strong farming setup with the fertility is definitely like massive game changer in a lot of ways. Go malt house. And then we need a mortar or lime kiln, whatever. I'm just going to put lime kiln over here temporary because we're just going to make some mortar and then be done with it. You don't need a ton of mortar lying around. There's only so many uses for it. Your first cow farm had about 50 cows. Rich and with milk was going to be rich. Oh no, you can't sell milk. Oh wait, oh my god, they don't. Oh wow, well that's another thing that I didn't notice. Milk's not even on the. Oh my god, you're right. I can't believe I didn't notice that. How did I miss another opportunity to flame them? No milk on the trading post. Okay, noted, noted. Too much to ask. Alright, let's just make a bunch of, let's just make like, I don't know, let's make like 100 some mortar or whatever and then be done with it. Alright, let's have them mine a bunch of clay during the off season here. Back on top of wood cutting and charcoal and all that kind of crap too. Alright, malt house, get our hops starting to produce. And then we upgraded our housing over here. But we're a little tight on labor. Let's see, these guys are done. We'll free them up. Okay, so we're going to go, we'll build a few more houses too. But we're going to go, like I said, tailor. and brewery, and then that's going to allow us to level up. We can reliably get up like to tier 3 or above housing once we level up our church, because then we'll have clothing and ale. And last thing we need is a clay furnace for our roof tiles now that we're gathering up some of that clay. And same thing, I think we'll just put a temporary one over here, because once we're done with it, we'll just delete it. Don't think milk would make the trip and still be edible? Yeah, maybe not, huh? I guess we... I mean, gosh, we have barely gotten any yarn, too. Or any wool. I mean, we have some sheep here for a while now, but we barely have any wool. Yeah. Can ale feed the whole village? Well, they're going to need regular food to feed them, too. But ale will feed them as much as it can, yes. Actually, we need to think about where we're going to put the tavern, actually, too, huh? Maybe we can put the tavern inside in the walled area. Why not? Yeah, we'll have the tavern up in here so people can. Well, because we're going to put walls around here at some point. We'll have the tavern in there too, why not? Hopefully we'll have enough ale, like enough barley to have enough ale for the whole village, if that's what you mean. We should start to be producing it now, because that brewery's up. Start producing ale from that. And Taylor's Workshop, let's see, we want... So we're going to produce linen, clothes, and woolen clothes. There we go. Hey, Ned, what's up? Welcome in, dude. Ned is here. What's up? How's it going, man? Hope you're having a good Sunday. Yes and no, there are some villagers, though, that prefer mead or cider. Oh, yeah, how do we see that? Does it tell us somewhere? Or maybe it needs to be on a level 2 house. Let's see. Beverage. Missing beverage. How do we know what they prefer? I don't know how to... You missed the stream, but we're still going, bro. You're here. Had to go hunt for supplies at the supermarket. Oh, gosh. Dude. Just, like, anything involving leaving the house is just, like... Kill me now, you know? Seriously. It's ridiculous. Let's see if we can squeeze in some more houses over here. That would be nice. Actually, it doesn't even need to be that wide, does it? Alright. Let's upgrade our water well too, because why not? Alright, dude, year 4. Surely the aggressive AI is going to do something, right? Alright, we've got more than enough clay. Let's chill on that for now. Get some roof tiles produced. Yeah, we're good on mortar too. They're pretty much done. Let's just get rid of that. We'll delete the lime kiln. We're done with that. We've got more than enough mortar. We'll make the roof tiles that we need, and then we'll have all the supplies that we need for that church. Oh, we never restaffed our stonemason station. That's okay, that'll go quick. Are we doing okay on market supply? We could definitely use another person on granary and storehouse. Looks like we're in the red. Let's go ahead and do that. Another person on granary, another person on storehouse. That'll give us some, there we go. We're not in the red anymore on that. That's good. Let's go ahead and set some overstock too. Good. We can see we are producing clothing. No ale yet. Is that because we didn't specifically tell them to make ale? I guess so, huh? Yeah, maybe they'll start doing it now. Okay. Another stick I could have beaten them with on a rich mine. They missed off the option for seasonal working. Not sure we will know what they prefer. Yeah, who knows? Oh, you mean like... On a rich mine, they missed off on the option for seasonal working? Well, this is a quarry. I don't know. I guess maybe that's different. I don't know. Seems to be there on the quarry, I guess. Oh, you mean if it's a... Or maybe, do you mean if it's a deep mine? Like if you upgrade it to a deep mine or whatever? Heard the developer announce the cider mead ale preference, but my last village had everyone drinking the ale. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really seeing how that's like specified on here, you know. Have to reassign a bunch of our jobs over there. It's not a super big deal though, obviously. Didn't know there's an ale preference. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, these guys are consuming, like, they have a beverage requirement now, but it doesn't say anything. It just says beverage. So I'm not really sure. You bet the AI has a big army? You think so? I mean, there's still, like, the maximum amount of mercenaries on here. I don't think the AI has anything really going. Should we try to attack one of them? Do we have enough influence? No, we need 2,000 influence. Here, let's, okay, first let's upgrade our church, and then let's see if we can sacrifice some food and get the influence that we need, and maybe, or I guess maybe we could go attack these bandit camps or something too. See if we can maybe attack one of these, AI enemies that are set to aggressive. They're not doing anything, dude. Yeah. Haven't played this game in a long time. What's up, Senji? Did it get an update soon? Yeah, there's like there's a recent update that's on the beta of the beta of the beta right now, which, you know, they said they would put the full version out within August, so I don't know. We'll see. It's like within a week, but I don't know. You have enough booze. Can you check the selling price for cider? It's very low compared to the 4 apples used as ingredients. Yeah, let's check that out. Last few games we played, you have not produced ale on purpose, just to see. Had no one complain yet. Yeah, that is interesting. Let's see. Commodities. Okay, so regular ale sells for 17 each, and cider also sells for 17 each. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, you can obviously make... way more ale far more easily. I'm going to turn off charcoal, by the way, because while we're looking here, we can see that charcoal price is down, oversaturated, so we'll chill on that for now. But yeah, I mean, like, that's pretty ridiculous. 1 barley? Actually, I mean, so, yeah. It's actually a half a barley, because if you guys are aware, 1 barley, 1 malt, whatever, makes 2 ale at the brewery extension. So... versus 4 apples to make 1 cider for the same export price. I mean, that's a joke, obviously. Apples sell for 14, or for I'm looking at the wrong one. For 7, sorry. Yeah, 7. 7, 7, 8. Yeah, but yeah. So you could sell. You could use 1 malt to make 2 ales to sell for 7 each, or you could use 4 apples to make 1 cider to sell for 7. And the apples sell for 4 themselves. I mean, you sell 4 apples, that's 16, right? I mean, that obviously doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I mean, it seems crazy. Like, 4 apples per cider seems like a lot. Especially when it's just 1 barley for 2 ale, you know what I mean? That's, quite the difference. Alright, so what do they want now?
Firewood! Firewood!
Our church is getting upgraded. So what else do they want? Fruits or animal produce. So yeah, once this orchard ramps up, I guess we could try to get more animal produce or whatever. But yeah, other than that, we have beverage. Once we staff the tavern, church is upgraded, garments, blah blah blah. Dude, I'm just gonna make chicken coops, dude. Chickens are more than strong enough to supply us with animal produce, so that's what we're gonna do. Chicken bonanza. Cluck, cluck. Cluck, cluck, homies. Alright, we did all our barley. All our barley's already turned into malt, so we don't need some Molotov staff anymore. We don't need all these excessive amount of planks either. Let's just put a production cap. Be done with that. Alright, Stone Church is getting finished. Alright, let's see if we can, let's, like, rally up some troops and go attack one of these AI enemies, dude, and see what happens, because they're not really offering us any form of challenge so far. I mean, you guys can see right here, look at all the food distribution. I mean, of course, the oats are really easy, but, like, look at this one, like, very modestly sized vegetable garden that I didn't even really optimize with like a good shape or size or anything is outproducing pretty much everything else. Like the vegetable gardens are still like extremely strong. S tier. No question.
Meat so tender, it practically melts in your mouth. Go and see for
I mean, that could also be like maybe a case could be made for like the small holding perk could honestly be one of the strongest ones too to be. I mean producing vegetables and I mean look at that, like pretty much 200 veggies in the last year. I mean, you have a couple decent veggie gardens still. I mean, they nerfed the vegetable production or whatever, right? I mean, I don't know, it still seems like incredibly strong. There's just so many reasons not to invest in things like cows, for example. So what do they want now? An NP South firewood! Firewood! I know, right? I know, Apple selling it for 4. I know, right? And then for cider for 7 is crazy. There's a Reddit post complaining that the price of cider not being more than... Yeah, for sure. There's a Reddit post complaining about something in the game? Well, how much do you want to bet the comments are full of people toxically assaulting this person for saying anything remotely resembling criticism for Greg? How dare you! The apples and the cider is obviously optimized to the maximum ability, and the developers are really busy working on all kinds of other stuff. You need to give them a break, dude. I can see it now. Game's already been out for it's only been out for 2.5 years, guys. Gosh, cut them some slack. Barely getting started. Especially on Reddit, dude. Reddit's probably even worse. Reddit's probably way worse than any of the, you know, like Steam, Discord or Steam or anything like that. Reddit is a really rough place. Exactly, Hans. Yeah, or my other favorite one. Well, how about you go make your own game and then you can implement cider and apples however you see fit, since you're so smart. Can't forget about that one. It's a classic. Gotta have that. Okay, can we... Yeah, let's sacrifice a little food. Let's see if we can get up to 2,000 influence so we can attack these fools. I guess we could also try to go, take some of those bandit camps or whatever, but... Whatever. Oh, the month rolled over while we were clicking it. We sold 17 food. That was the Jeff Goldblum, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. That's funny. Okay, so, yeah, see, look at that. We got eggs. These guys don't need... We got animal produce from our eggs, dude. These measly little chicken coops are already carrying us on the animal produce. Alright, as soon as we open the tavern here... Let's open up the tavern, and then we'll be ready to level up. I think it's time to move this logging camp out of the way as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Get this thing out of here. Alright, remove everything out of this section because this is going to be walled off now, or whatever. It's going to be our special manor area. Alrighty, so some of these guys should be ready to go to tier 3 in just a hot second here. Always sending loot back to the town, never yourself. You're so generous, dude. Never taking the treasury for yourself, huh? I honestly, that when I learned that you get the stuff back that they stole on top of the regional wealth, yeah, like I didn't really think that the regional wealth option was very good until that was a thing. But yeah, when you get the resources back as well, that's really good for the bandit camps. The irony is wasted on some, yeah. If you're lucky on challenging, you get 1 unit of 2 bad archers. Well, you talking about that mercenary company of the 2 archers or whatever? My favorite game is still in EA after December 2015 and nowhere near completion still. Wow, that's pretty nuts, dude. That's a long road. Over 10 years. Wow. You're a trooper, dude. Yeah, that's cool, though. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, the expensive ones with the crossbows. Dude, crossbows are OP, too. Yeah, 100%. Dude, crossbows are freaking ridiculously strong, man. Yeah, crossbows should be tuned a little bit more too, yeah. But yeah, crossbows are crazy. I mean, they definitely are like more expensive to get and stuff, but whoa, like once you have them going, it's like, yeah, they're insanely strong. All right, so remember we set them to replant these guys on the forester side. They're starting to get more forest area over here, so we want to maintain our woodland affinity bonuses. You know what I mean? We should probably do even more of that. We should probably be replanting over here too, since we're chopping trees down in this vicinity. Alright, yeah, look, these guys are ready for tier 3. Let's go tier 3. Tier 3. These guys, we'll put tier 3 on our production plots as well, so that way they gain more storage space and an additional living space, so they get more families here that can work on these plots. We're making good strides. Bunch of town level ups going on here. And then we have a September window right around the corner. Don't enjoy waiting, but as we doing? Yeah, well. Crossbow divas are way too expensive. Yeah. They are definitely very expensive, but they are, like, honestly, they are probably worth it. I mean, they're so ridiculously strong, the crossbowmen. I mean, they just shred through enemies. Like, it's very, very powerful. But it is definitely a more of an investment, that's for sure. Whether you're hiring the mercenaries or doing your own crossbows and stuff like that. Year 4, still no action, dude. These guys aren't doing anything. They're not going to take the ban. I mean, what are they doing? This is on aggressive. Put tier 3 on these double plots here, so we get more living spaces there too. I mean, we could almost go straight to tier 4 even if we had, we just need footwear. And I guess another, well, once, I mean, the fruit should be taken care of too once this orchard kicks in, you know what I mean? So really, we just need footwear. We go straight to tier 4. Easy. So these guys gained a living residence, right? Yeah, 2 out of 3. Yeah, nice. Oh, good. Alright, let's get another ox on here. Order another ox. Alright, so we should be ready with a nice farming setup here. Because it's about to be September. We did our housing upgrade, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 tier 3 houses now. And we're actually very, I mean, all we need is footwear, and we could go straight to tier 4 even, so. It's huge progress. Pretty easily. Enemy sent something like 45 units overall. In the middle of it, the raiders came in. Oh my gosh, 20 minutes. It's a big battle. What tends to happen, it seems, the AI will have a fight with the raiders and then decide to come for your region. Oh, okay. You mean like regular raiders? I see. So they just don't really get triggered until that point or whatever, maybe. Do I have stuttering on lower FPS when upgrading to tier 3 or 4? No? Question mark? I mean, we just upgraded all 6 of these houses to tier 3. I didn't really notice anything. Did you guys? Or I don't know, do we need... I'm not sure if that's exactly what you meant, but... We only need 72 crossbows. Produce 200 and sell the rest.
No finer cuts in all the land.
Yeah, if you're gonna produce them, yeah, I mean, for sure. You can sell them for... Crossbows have a decent sale price. I mean, they're not quite as strong as maybe they could be on the price, but they're not bad. You can make some profit. Yeah, our sheep aren't really doing much for us, to be honest. Very lame. Alright, we forgot to, keep forgetting to, as soon as it turns into September. I should turn on these seasonal assignments just because I keep getting distracted. Let's take care of that. Okay. It's subtle? You mean like the stuttering or whatever is subtle?
Cheated him? Never. Perhaps he simply does not know how to cook properly.
Maybe. Oh, you mean maybe it's because it's from the construction yard? I haven't built a construction yard. I'm not using the construction yard. I don't have a construction yard in this town, and I'm not going to build one. So I don't know if that's what it's from, but yeah, there's no construction yard here.
Don't be shy.
3
Good sirs
turntables and a microphone. Yeah,
ladies.
DJ Bath. Have a large number of developers. Haven't seen starting up to 400. Yeah, we don't really have too big of a population, I guess, either, right? We have under 100 people, almost 100 people. You got a potato. Well, I mean, they did a bunch of like optimizations, right? Isn't there supposed to? It's supposed to work on potato. Does the construction yard not increase build speed? I mean, it's supposed to. I don't know. I think they said in this version of the beta they supposedly like did some adjustments to the construction yard where it's supposed to work better, but my initial experience with it, as I showcased in the beta overview video, was that the construction yard was not really very helpful at all. The only benefit of having it was, like, as far as in my experience, was that if you absolutely need it for like upgrading to the tier 3 church, like it says this is an advanced structure, requires construction yard workers, like honestly outside of that I think the construction yard is a waste of, it's not implemented well enough to really justify it. But that's just me. That's just what I noticed from my own experience. If you guys want to use the construction yard, obviously you're free to do so. So this was flax, so we'll do barley. Mr. Potato Head. Only for 2 structures, stone castle, large stone church, all fine. Yeah. I mean, we'll have to build one here if we want to do that, because we'll want to upgrade the church and do the castle and stuff, but yeah. Had your animals starve to death because you weren't producing enough animal feed? Really? Had to disable oats in all granaries. Whoa! That's crazy, Hans. See, this didn't get fully harvested, so just manually delete that so we can turn it over. Barley, so these ones will be flax now. Barley turns into flax. Flax turns into barley. Whoops. Good. And these turn into oats. Okay, there we go. That should be set how we want it. I gotta run to the restroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back, but I'll leave this view on while they're doing these farming tests. I'll be right back. Alright, back. Zero's a troll? What's new? We love that. We need some Zero troll action around here though. Dude, you must have so many animals though, Hans. How many animals are we talking here? If you're like a strong harvest of oats is not even able to keep up with it. Construction yard probably uses ox carts, and it does make a difference. However, I often don't get one built until mid-game, and there's not much left to build then. Gotcha. I like the construction shed. Yeah, oh yeah, right. The construction yard, aka the shed. Find it convenient, and it holds 80 logs. Yep, gotcha. I say this with an olive leaf in one hand. The construction yard was not working as it should. It is better now. 2 carts are used, and they use them for more than just building the church. Oh, good. Well, I told you it wasn't working as it should. Regardless, I mean, you know. It's... I don't know. The main point here, as far as like whether we have a construction yard or not, I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't feel like at any point as we've been building stuff and doing this playthrough, and we're in like a very strong position, I don't feel like at any point I was thinking like, oh man, I wish I had a construction yard to like, you know, I don't know, ramp up the building tasks or anything. It just didn't even feel like a factor. But sounds like it has its uses. I mean, obviously you need it if you're gonna do some of those other construction tasks, but yeah. Construction great for building up supply of logs. That is nice though to have, like, if you could have the construction yard in more of like a centralized location. If your logging camps are kind of more off, like in the distance, you know, then you could you know, make sure that you have your supply of logs in the central area instead of having to trek all the way out if you need to use them for whatever, right? Definitely good. Wish they would implement a priority system or something for the animal feed so villagers can have the leftover oats after the fed has been made. Well, I mean, I don't know, I guess, about priority system, but there is the production limit. So, like, I just have a production limit of 20 animal feed. So, like, they're only using oats if the oat feed drops below 20, right? So they're just maintaining 20 animal feed. But I don't know about, like... I guess I don't know if you could control it any more than that, but yeah. Settlement reached large village.
Melts in your mouth. Come and see for yourself.
Dude, we reached a new settlement level, guys! Let's unlock our new perk! Yeah. You farm oats and you have an import minimum of 30 oats set. Oh, interesting. That's a pretty good way to handle it too, I guess, Ned. Yeah, that's not a bad... Kind of in the similar way that you handle the tools, right? Or whatever that we're doing it right here. You just kind of set like a buffer import that way. Just in case you do end up needing them to... Or the same thing for the oats or whatever, then it just happens. Yeah, coming soon. It is coming soon. It says so right here. See that? Coming soon. Yeah. It's coming soon. Okay, what... Oh my god, dude. I don't think I have ever in my, like, actual life ever heard anyone tell me that I sound like Jeff Goldblum. It's only ever been, like, on YouTube. But it's like a repeat thing. Like, I've heard that many times. You had a lot of animal sounds. Okay, was hyped for the new cows. Made a super big animal fence, and then they all died in winter. Well, Hans, didn't you listen to the guide? I told you cows suck. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. Oats work as food for villagers? Yes, they do. What's up, Best Be Gaming? Oats are as you can see here on the bottom in the grains category. Oats are the same thing as if you were providing bread or lebkuchen cookies, which I don't even know. Is that... Can a bakery make cookies now? I have no idea. Doesn't say so on the tooltip, but we all know that the tooltips don't mean anything, really. Villagers will eat the oats in the granary if they haven't been turned into animal feed. Right. Oh, I see what you're saying, Hans. Okay, so I think the answer to your question, Hans, I believe this is now I think I understand what you're saying. So you need to go to the marketplace, bro, and go to the advance on the marketplace, and then turn off oats. Then they're not gonna eat then they won't eat the oats. Then they'll only use the oats for animal feed. That should be, I believe, now, I think that's what you're talking about. Hopefully that's along the lines of what you were talking about.
Turnips.
That is nuts. Love that. Hope they'll just keep adding to this game. Oh, wait, however long. Well, good. I hope you're strapped in. Yeah, the oats are really good, Best Be Gaming. If you haven't seen it, I have like an overview, like a 10-minute condensed overview of the current updates that talk about like the oats and cows and stuff like that. If you haven't checked it out, highly recommend check it out. Kind of gives a little more refined information about this kind of stuff. But yeah, oats are incredibly strong. Incredibly strong. If they added 5 more perks, would the game be too easy? Well, depends how they implement it, right? I mean, the thing is, all the new perks that they're doing here have a pros and cons, right? So I think, you know, on one hand you could say, yeah, it'll be easier because we'll have more perks, but it'll also be, you know, there's going to be trade-offs, I would assume, right? For every, and I would assume, I mean, who frickin' knows? They probably don't even know. But like the ones that are later down in the tree probably will have like a more significant trade-off, you know what I'm saying, compared to like the earlier perks. So I don't know. I wouldn't say, I mean, hopefully not. Like, the point of the perks is not to make the game easier. The point of the perks is to make the game more unique on every playthrough, right? Where it's like every playthrough can kind of be molded into a different direction. You can specialize your town into different directions, which incentivizes creating more new towns and more new different playthroughs, where you're like, oh, this time on this playthrough I'm gonna you know, build a town where I go down, you know, this side of the perk tree and really focus on this sort of production chain or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that should be the main point of the perk system, not to make anything easier, just to make things more balanced and to have more variety and replayability and ability and ways to uniquely mold each playthrough. You know what I mean? So it's a unique experience each time. Alright, I think we got all our farming tasks done. We'll reassign all of our people here. I'm going to go ahead and set up some seasonal assignments too, because I keep forgetting. We're going to max out there, and then we'll just leave one person here just in case for other stuff, in case there's stuff that needs to be sheaved or whatever the term is. And yeah, like this type of stuff can just be, we'll have these other ones that are just staffed outside of fall. Cool, and they can't do anything during winter, obviously, so leave that. Alright, cool. That's pretty good. Anything else that we want seasonal assignments on? I think our market was getting a little packed when I clicked on it earlier, right? We're in the red again. So we'll go ahead and add, put a little bit of overstock, and then we'll go ahead and add another person on storehouse and another person on granary. Improve our logistics and setup on that. Oh, we're over 2,000 influence now. All right, we can go attack one of those enemies. I don't want to do it during the winter. I hate doing stuff during the winter. You just can't see anything. So we'll, as soon as we come into the new year here, we'll go ahead and attack one of those enemies and see what the heck's going on. We said in the comments from your other video to treat the feed in terms of we are producing surplus, but I am a chicken, so I produce a ton of feed. Yeah, gotcha, Ned. Yeah, for sure. I only set it at 20. We don't really have much livestock right now. We only have we have 17 total sheep or whatever right now. So it's not like we have a big livestock operation going on. So I didn't really, I don't have it set very high. Just, I think maintaining 20 animal feed is more than enough for what we have here. But I totally see what you mean. Yeah, if you have a larger amount of animals, probably better to leave the cap a little higher just in case it gets used up a bit over the winter. But yeah, I think the turning off, if you're running into that issue like Hans was talking about earlier, was that what you were talking about? Where then you just want to turn off the oats at the marketplace and then they all go to actually producing animal feed? The game is already too easy as it is, says Baff. Yeah, I mean, I agree, but yeah. I agree in the perspective of us, but I don't agree in the perspective of your average player. I think it's fine to have the game be easier overall, Having the option to make it more harder would be great. But yeah, I know we've talked about that one a bunch already. Need to add a late game challenge like dragons or something. Yeah, dude, right? How do we activate Smog and send our retinue into the Mines of Moria, into Erebor, to fight valiantly? Do they consume in non-winter months? I don't think so. No, the livestock should only consume during winter, right? As far as the animal feed.
Get your fresh meat here.
Cow 2 per month, 5 per winter.
In all the land.
Oh wait, hold on. You're saying they consume even outside of winter? I thought they only consume during winter for the animal feed. Yeah, only through. Oh, okay. Huh. Got it. 1 cow, 2 foods per month, winter. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, so you have to invest 6 food per cow. They get to spend 6 food per cow, yeah, for them to give you 13 milk or something over the year. You have to spend 6 food on top of the 60 regional wealth you already spent. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. You disable them from the granaries? Oh.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad batch. These things
Marketplace
do happen
only handles
from time to
approval.
time.
I might be wrong though. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Hans. That's that's one of those things that's who knows? They probably don't even know. That's a good question though. As far as I understand, they should only consume through the marketplace as long as the marketplace is available. Now, for example, like when you start your playthrough and you have your initial supply of food or whatever, and we'll zoom out so we don't have to listen to these guys advertising their meat. Like when you don't have a granary up or whatever, you don't have a marketplace up, they're consuming the food directly from the supplies that are sitting on the ground or directly from the granary or whatever. But as soon as it's on the marketplace, that should be the priority for them to consume from. But dude, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know what the heck these developers have actually implemented. So yeah, other than that though, I'm not really sure, I guess. But the other, more accurately to the point of your question and everything, I'm not exactly sure what else you could do. That's the only thing that I could realistically think of that you could do, you know what I mean, to solve that problem. It's just disabling it from the market, and then I guess like you could maybe make a separate granary that's like right next to your livestock farm, and like only, you know, go to the advanced settings and only have it accept oats or whatever type thing. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I am not sure about, you know, who knows. That's one of those things too, like I remember in the Discord, Greg used to constantly make posts about, like, you know, should we change this about the way the goods are distributed from the market or blah blah blah, you know? So that's one of those things that's like gone back and forth so many times. 12 cows, you're currently quite happy with the milk, and one fully staffed livestock farm. Okay, a little bit of salt, and we have some cheese. Nice. Well, I mean, that's good too if you can multiply the milk into cheese if you have salt. Yeah, I mean, that probably makes it more worth it too. Yeah, that's good. Nice.
Feast your eyes on our fine selection.
Feast your eyes on our fine selection. Let's upgrade to a stone tavern. Why not? Let's also add a garrison tower so we can expand our retinue, because why not?
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
Have I really only got 20 fodder each winter and all those sheep? Yeah. We have 20 animal feed, and we have 17 sheep. Now we got a large tavern. They're ready to supply the neighborhood. The whole hood's gonna be hopped up. I mean, look at that. We got every category fulfilled. Look, eggs, apples, meat, pork, grains. Look at this. Everything's ready to go. We just need footwear. But I don't think we're getting hides from anywhere right now. But, you know, whatever. I mean, we could just buy them, too. I mean, look how much we're rich. We've only had one person on the trading post this whole time. We might as well order another horse. Put another person on the trading post. I mean, look how much charcoal we have. Oh, yeah, that's right. We turned off charcoal sales because it was down in price. Looks like it's still down in price. I assume that's because one of the other AI people are also selling charcoal. So, like, the price is probably not going to bounce back up anyway, so we might as well just sell it. Sell it regardless, you know? You know what I'm saying? Easy peasy. I did add a note that sheep will not freeze now on high ground. Wonder if that's something else that they screwed up. I don't know. Who knows, dude? Okay. As soon as our manor's done, we'll up our retinue and we'll go attack these fools and see what's going on, man. Because we're in gear 5 now, and these aggressive... There's freaking 3 other AI enemies on here, and they're set on aggressive, and they haven't done anything. Alright, retinue. There we go. Should we upgrade their armor too? I honestly don't usually like upgrading the armor because they just move so slow. I feel like they're just way too slow when they have the extra armor. I do usually... One thing I wish... This is like a small thing. Like just a cosmetic thing. But it would be really cool. I feel like I always spend way too much time doing this, like, you know, oh, let me adjust every color, you know, to make it look how I want, blah, blah. Dude, should there not just be an option where I can just set, like, you know, apply to all, you know what I mean? Like, put, like, the colors that I want here, and then be like, apply to all, and then all the retinue gets the same. Like, you have to click into every single freaking guy and then go to the colors. It's just like, you know, half the time I don't end up even doing it because it's just so tedious. But I mean, it's like one of the coolest I mean, it's super cool when you have your retinue looking all badass and everything. You know what I mean? Making armor at home is much cheaper? Absolutely not. No, no way, dude. I mean, we are swimming in economy here. We're doing very basic economy stuff, and I mean, it's only 20. I mean, this would cost us what? 265. I mean, I guess if you already have the setup going, then sure. But like, if you don't already have the setup, I disagree. I don't think it's worth it to go out of your way to produce the armor. As I said already too, honestly, I don't even think it's worth upgrading the armor in the first place though, because they move so slow when they get armor. The upgraded armor, the plate armor, weighs them down and they move really slowly. I don't know, if you have a rich iron deposit and you're already kind of making that kind of stuff, then it's probably worth it, yeah. But, I mean, it's more than feasible to just get, like, more than enough economy going that's just kind of a non-issue, you know. Where's our 24th person? Why does it say 23 out of 24? We're still rallying. We got some idiot stuck in the manor here. Nice. Okay, well, let's disband and try again, huh? I mean, dude, we've been through this one a million times, too, where they're like, we fixed the pathing issue so that the retinue people can get out of the doorway in the manor. Dude, what? We can't, my god. So we're still rallying. We're still rallying at 23 out of 24. Okay, whatever, dude. Great. Now let's get some mercenaries, I guess. Oh, here's those expensive crossbowmen. Sure, let's buy them. Why not? I guess we'll... I don't know, let's leave one band of mercenaries on there just to see if they use them? See if they do anything? I don't even know, man. I guess let's just attack them with this. Alright, we'll, get organized here with some forces, and then we'll attack and see if these AI are actually going to do anything. Do I know the rate at which the feed is being produced? No idea. They're just standing there menacingly. Yeah. We have so many AIs, there's a chance you can import goods regionally at regional cost. Yeah, true. But yeah, without the foreign tariff or whatever, so we would uncheck the foreign trade. Yeah, we could test that out. I'm gonna go attack them first, though. Where's your dead sheep?
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
An everlasting fix to keep cheap sheep? I don't know. I mean, we just put down a couple small pastures and set it at 20. It's just kind of chilling at 20. Trying to figure out. Okay. For me. Yeah, they tire. Oh, so also they're not just slower moving, but they also lose stamina quicker, like in the battle, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Does the AI enemy hire the same mercenaries if they are available? I mean, they're supposed to, I think. So we'll see. We're gonna leave this one on the market and see if they use it. Where are our other forces? They're over here. Oh, they're all in the same spot, I guess, right? Oh yeah, they all spawn in the same spot. Okay. Dude, it's so annoying because our retinue doesn't actually have, like, it's not actually registering that they're rallied because we're still missing a person, so the retinue doesn't have any of its, like, indicators on or anything. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, sounds good, Ned. No worries, dude. Have a good dinner. Good din-din. Your whole town is starving, Bert? No way! Almost no economy. No! What the fastest food source is? Wildlife has vanished and I can only sell stone rubble. No. Well, if you're in a pinch, I mean, if you have some regional wealth, I would say get chicken coops are really not bad, dude. Honestly, chicken coops are pretty good. If you're in a pinch and you have some money to spend, those are good. Otherwise, dude, open up your fertility menu
Meat so tender.
and try to find a patch where there, even if you don't have good fertility, there's going to be a good patch for oats somewhere. Dude, slap down those oat fields as quick as you can. That's going to be the most food that you can possibly get from like a, a small window or whatever. If you don't have like regular deposits available, I would definitely probably do that. Try to find the oats. Otherwise, yeah, if you could do some backyard extensions, that's going to be your best bet. Yeah, oats. Yeah, there you go. Mo took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, just like Mo said. If you only have 25... Well, how many families do you have, Bert? How many people are we talking here? They hire all the AI mercenaries and then leave none for you to hire? I mean, I'm in year 5 here. I have the max amount of enemy AI on the map, and I have them turn on aggressive, and they have not done anything. They have not hired any mercenaries. They have done literally nothing. So I'm not really sure. You have a really important question. Let me hear it. You have 4 families left alive. Okay, I honestly... You have no economy going either? Well, I guess you said you're selling some stones. I don't know, dude. It sounds like you're in a rough spot, man. Like, if you need... chickens are probably your best bet. If you only have 4 families and you need, like, something to get you through, chickens are probably your best bet. But otherwise, like, you probably need to make a few planks or something. Sell a few planks and get a little more regional wealth so you can put down, like, put a chicken coop down on every house or something. And then try to farm some oats. That'll really bounce you back. Kill one of the mercenaries and then you can rehire them and send them back to you. You have played 100 hours in the past 2 weeks, but you don't have oats option at all in the menu for making crops. Yeah, gotcha. That means you're not on the beta. So it makes no sense because there's also like the game's in early access and it kind of feels like the entire game is one big beta, so it doesn't really make any sense that they release beta patches for an early access game. But anytime they're putting out a new update for this game, they always do it on a beta first, which is really dumb and makes no sense. But yeah, that's why you don't have that option, which means you are on the regular version of the game. Oh my god, this guy's broke already because we have these crossbowmen. That was a joke. Those were just bandits. Those were not the enemy town. Okay, these guys are not on run positions right now. Okay, good. Alright, let's see what happens when we're going to engage one of these enemies over here and see what happens. Oh, it's your second town? Dude, there you go, Bert. Yeah, pack station. That's 100% that's the solution. Pack station it up, my dude. 100%. Pack station it up and send some goods over there. Yeah, it's on the beta. So anyone can access the beta though, as long as you have the game on Steam. I don't know if I think if you have the game on like Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass or whatever, I don't think you can access the beta. I think it's a Steam only thing. I'm not like 100% sure about that, but I think it's Steam only. So if you have the game on Steam, you just kind of follow the instructions. I linked the article for like the connection instructions or whatever for the beta in my beta overview video. But yeah, you just set it up like that, and then you can open up the beta version. It's open to anyone. For some reason, you expected Oats to be an older concept and nothing new. Well, yeah, I mean, you would... Yeah. I feel ya. Crazy how we start to get all emotional for bytes and pixels. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Keep in mind, well... That's right, dude, yeah. Hey, if you've watched my videos, if there's anything to learn, don't feel bad about starving your people, you know? It's all good. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You were expecting logic, yeah. Yeah, exactly. You have to sever all ties of, like the final steps of the dentist system. You have to sever all ties. What is it? Separate entirely. I think that's the final step of the dentist system. That's what you need to do in order to understand anything in this game. Alright, claim with influence. Press claim towards this region. Aggressive AI. We left at least one mercenary camp on the thing for them. We'll see what happens. We're pressing claim on your region. What are you gonna do about it, Mr. Aggressive AI? What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do about it? I think our retinue is like charging across the field, but we can't tell because we can't see their... I turned off charge the positions, but they sure look like they're running. But we can't see their freaking stamina bar because it's all bugged out. That's great. Okay. So it looks like they still don't even have the very basic capability to expand their retinue. They still just have the 5 retinue from what they originally had. Looks like they have their 20. They get the 20 spears from the armament delivery, so they've made a total of 4 more spears and shields, and then they made some archer. They made some bow and arrows. Pretty underwhelming. So yeah, these guys are about to get cooked. Are they going to use the... Okay, they haven't hired the mercenaries that are available to them. I mean, your little measly 5-man retinue is not going to do anything, bro. Your little army of horses here is useless. Didn't you guys get the memo that cavalry's not in the game yet? Didn't the AI developer that developed you, didn't they tell you there's no cavalry in the game? How are we going to deal with this 5-man retinue? Oh no. And look at the look up here on the name of the region. This thing is tripping out, dude. Look at that. It keeps switching between... What the heck, man? This game is just... Oh my god. How come I can... Dude, we should have the option to go I want to pillage their town, dude. Let me burn everything down. How come we can't do that? Yeah, I mean, nothing's really changed here. This whole experience with the AI enemies is just as terrible as it was 2 years ago or a year ago, whatever. Whoa. I don't know why it zoomed out all crazy like that. It says we're losing the battle. Oh yeah, where's the battlefield location? Oh yeah, yeah, this is the other joke. Okay. The battlefield location is way over here, and it says we're losing the battle because we don't have any units in the battlefield location, even though the battle is clearly going on over here, and we're clearly winning the battle. Yep, good stuff. Alright, looks like we wiped out their forces already. That was pathetic. Now what? We just move into the battlefield location and sit there? Until the game registers that we won. I mean, come on, dude. Lame. Yeah, the Baron typically buys up the mercenaries. I mean, it looks like these guys obviously have not bought the mercenaries. They're still just sitting here on the market, and they're not doing anything. Oh, they have another archer militia that was just sitting over here, doing nothing. Okay. Kill them! It's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Look at this. We told them to go attack. Oh, my God. We told them to go attach these archers, and look, they're just running through this... Oh my god. What a mess. Dude, they hate these people that live in this house, bro. This is like the equivalent of like if the SWAT raid showed up at your house all of a sudden. You're just like, what the hell, man? SWAT team. Oh my gosh. The battle begins, guys. The battle is beginning. Okay. Everybody lock in. The battle's beginning, okay? Battle is just now beginning. Everybody lock in. Okay, these guys are charging in. Yep, they're charging in. Nice. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh, there they go. There they go. They figured it out. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Massive progress. This is an epic battle, dude. Aggressive AI. Oh no, there's just their one archer left. Can he withstand? Oh no, he's running into. Oh no, he sacrificed himself. He ran into the middle of our troops. Oh, we did it. Because we moved our other guys up into the battlefield location. Just to sit up here doing nothing. Okay, well, this is our town now, I guess. Alright, well... I mean... very lame. Extremely lame. Whatever. Alright, get rid of, we don't need those mercenaries anymore. We'll send these guys back home. Now we have this other worthless region. Do you guys have any money over here? Over Weiss? What do we got? 700 regional wealth? Okay. What's going on here? Yeah, everybody's dead. We get it. You guys are all mourning your losses. Looks like they took the Bamberg Smallholders perk for whatever reason. I don't think they have a single smallholding. It's an interesting layout too. Going up the hill here. Oh wait, do they have smallholding on these? No. I mean, why not? You got the perk. Oh boy, man, what a mess, guys. What a mess. Ay. I'm not even gonna worry about this town. Okay, well, there you go. There you have it. There's the experience against enemy AI. It's very exciting. On aggressive, max aggressive, by the way. Very exciting. Yeah, we might. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you know, delete the manor, reload the game, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, sure, but also, how about it just works, you know? Enemy unit. Okay, now what? Oh, now we have like a regular raid coming to our town. Oh, okay, I see. I see. What region are we? Wild Wand? Whatever. Let's just take care of this with our regular troops. Who cares? It's just some bandits. Our invisible retinue is already over. I think they're set on, like, they're permanently set on run to location. They don't seem to... Dude, this might be the new hack, guys. I think they have been running around at max speed the entire time. And I guess they just don't have stamina. So basically, I think these guys have unlimited stamina right now. You know what I mean? That's the new tech. You just kind of make your retinue... You just kind of bug out your retinue so they only get 23 out of 24, and then you have max unlimited stamina. It's the new strategy, guys. Didn't you know? It was in the patch notes. Retinue now summons 23 out of 24 people with maximum unlimited stamina. It's a new change. The new update. You think our retinue can take on all 3 of these bandits? Let's see. Our 23-man retinue? Was this Fractured Realm? Yeah. Yeah, this is the one that's all the way on the right side where it puts the max amount of enemy AI or whatever. Yeah, don't kill my chickens now. We need those chickens. We're gonna rough you up, boys. Bro, what is going on? Wait, hold on. What is going on here? Look at these guys in the back line, dude. They're just tripping out. Look at these guys. They're like, oh god, I can't figure out where to stand. I can't figure out how to get in the battle. I'm so confused. Oh wait, I'm just gonna start cheering. Go team! Yes! Go team! Woo! Okay, hold on. Now he's in the battle. Yes. Wait, hold on. We're... Dude, what is this? Are we even making any progress? I guess we killed 3 bandits so far? Oh my goodness. Alright. Get him, boys. Oh yeah, these guys back here. What's wrong with you cowards, dude? You can't even get in the beach. You can stand back here cheering. They're like, go team. Oh, bro, how about you get in there and join the fight, bro? What's your problem? I don't know. Is anyone even dying? I know, it looks like they're slowly dying. But yeah, this was Fractured Realm, the one that's all the way on the right side. I think that's Fractured Realm, right? On the menu. Does friendly fire or shoot at will help? Yeah, shoot at will actually really helps for when the targets are like closer, like when they're in closer range. I don't have any archers right now for us to look at, but if you hover over the tooltip on the shoot at will thing on the archers, it tells you that they are like more powerful at like closer range or whatever. Where are these guys at? Let's just bring some mercenaries over here just in case. Where are we? What's going on with our retinue? Are they making any progress? Oh, see, look, they're chewing through these bandits. Look, these guys are down to 5, 8, yeah. Honestly, I think this one band of 23-man retinue will be able to take care of all 3 of these raiders. Especially with the moral support of these guys in the back who are cheering them on. That's what's really going to get us through the battle. Yeah, nice. It's good when you just kind of stand there cheering instead of battling. Oh, this guy's... He's only got one measly guy left. He's fleeing. Oh, the AI takes the small holding perk for approval, food approval bonus. Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. Improved tree planting. Interesting, yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I have a short that I made like 2 years ago that basically shows quick information about the like shoot at will function or whatever. But yeah, basically like Hans said or whatever. Yeah, you just it's the standard. It's the same strategy that I've used in pretty much every video I've ever made about involving combat. Oh, that was easy. Yeah, our 23-man retinue ate up all 3 of those bandit camps, and then all 3 of those bandit whatever companies, and then our spearmen took care of the other one. That was easy. But yeah, friendly fire you probably don't want to use, I guess, but yeah, like the shoot at will is really good once the enemies are like closer quarters, and like you really want to, like I said, the same... Oh, there's bandits over here too, huh? The same strategy that I've always used for combat, which we didn't even really need to do there because there really was no strategy needed against the enemy AI because they were so pathetic, is you basically just use your melee units as like blockers. Like use your melee units on like defensive mode and just have them block off the enemies. And then once you kind of have like that blockade going, then you just send in your archers around the backside to flank the enemies, and then put them on shoot at will. And then once they're around the backside and just kind of freely shooting at will into the backs of enemies, dude, they do so much damage. It's absurd. Especially if it's crossbows, but even just regular archers. If you get them around, flanking around the backside, your melee units are just kind of on defensive, soaking the blows. Yeah, dude, like, your archers are going to do so much damage if you put them on shoot at will and do that. Reporting back from cooking, canned soup and frozen pizza. Oh, nice, dude. You're freaking ready for Gordon Ramsay, top chef. Hate to mention other streamers, no worries. But there's a guy on Twitch. Long live Quebec. Should see his fights against the AI. Would have to go back to look at some VODs of his streams. Oh, sure. Man on his Twitch. It's all good, man. I don't care. Obviously, I'm not the only creator out there. I'm not. I have way less. Look, I'm not. I'm definitely like. I'm not that type of creator that's like super popular and stuff, because I'll say my unpopular opinions, and then people, you know, get pissed off and unsubscribe or whatever. So, but I don't really care. But yeah, there's plenty of other really good creators out there. There was one in the stream earlier. Echo. Mr. Echo Gaming, I think is his name, right? He was in here earlier. He's really good. Tacticat, obviously. Strat Gaming is personally I learned a lot from Strat Gaming. He's a really good guy. Makes really great content. He hasn't done too much with Manor Lords, but he did make a Manor Lords video the other day. Smash him and chop him. Does he? I guess I'll have to go check it out. But what do you mean? Like, what are we looking for? Like in the combat? Is it like his strategies, or you mean like getting the AI to have more forces or something, or what do you mean?
Here we go, boys.
Anyone else having random crashes to desktop since update? What's up, Shogun? Not me. Not me.
Rip their heads off.
Yeah, ring around the rosy combat. Yes. Totally, exactly, Zero. Yeah, basically, yeah. Only crashes we've had were in the menu choosing avatars. Oh, really? Huh? Yeah, and I haven't had any crashes at all. A couple hours into the game. No, we've been streaming. What? 2.5 hours now? Smooth sailing. Smooth as butter. Well, I mean, performance-wise, definitely not like, you know, gameplay-wise.
Get your fresh meat here. No finer cuts in all the land.
Get your fresh meat here. Alright, well, we'll probably wrap it up pretty soon here, guys. We checked out the aggressive enemy AI. Whatever there was to check out, which wasn't very much. We got up to tier 3 housing. We actually, all we need to do is make footwear, and then we got tier 4 housing. So, pretty much everything is like really good, really strong, pretty easy within 5 years. Yeah. Managed to make the game crash there too. Click on different avatars and the too fast one after the other. Oh, interesting. Yeah, well, sounds like something that seems like it would be the case. For whatever reason. But yeah, guys, not too much else to really showcase here within the time that we have. We were mainly, you know, trying to check out the AI, and I mean the enemy AI really didn't do anything, to be honest. Like, yeah, I don't know. pretty lame. So enemy AI is not really doing much. I don't know, just basic economy stuff still seems to be pretty easy. Basic food stuff, we took a look at, you know, some comparisons with, you know, how much we're getting from like chicken pens, which is actually pretty strong, you know, compared to like other avenues. I would say like the carrots is still like extremely strong, you know. I mean, we have this one like backyard plot here that's like we've had surplus carrots the whole time. Yield says it's excellent, almost 200 per year, and this plot is like, this plot is not even, you know, you can tell by the amount of wasted space that I have here, you know what I mean? Like, this plot's not even optimized remotely. So, you know, I mean, you don't even really need to do everything. You don't need to min-max everything or do everything right for everything to still be pretty kind of basic and easy, to be honest. You can, of course, create your own shield. Yeah. Yeah, I've never done that. Sounds like an extra step that can cause more potential whatever that, yeah, I don't know. What's up, Panda? How do we get that UI? It's just the standard UI. Standard UI that they updated, I guess, for whatever reason. I don't like it. I wish I didn't have this UI. I want the regular UI, the original UI. Yeah, here I'll link, if you guys, if you guys are, like, not aware of the beta, or you want to know how to connect the beta, or anything like that, beta, update, breakdown, 10-minute video. You can definitely feel free to check out. I have a 10-minute breakdown video of the current like updates or whatever that are.
Fresh meat. Get your fresh meat here. No finer cuts in all the land. Meat.
Yep.
Get your meat
But
here.
cool. Oh yeah, I was just gonna put goats here just so we have like a few hides available for making some shoes, I guess, but you know, whatever. As you guys can hopefully see, I mean, this is pretty much smooth sailing here, you know. We pretty much just kind of want to yeah, it's these new updates. I mean, they said the updates would be on the main branch by August, and you know, by August is within 1 week, so I don't know. If they stick with what they said, then that's the timeline that you'll get these updates if you don't want to do the beta, if you want them on the regular version. But yeah, it's still riddled with issues. I mean, there's no way they're going to clear up all this kind of stuff within a week or even within a few months or anything. Obviously, there's just this game is a mess in a lot of ways. We'll see. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys, Ned, Sarah, Bath, Mo, Casarius, everybody. Appreciate you guys all being here in the stream. Bert. Yeah, sorry if I missed anyone, but yeah, guys, really appreciate you guys being here. Hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your Sunday here. I might have like 1 or 2 more videos coming out before the beta thing wraps up and they do the, you know, full patch on the regular, the main branch or whatever. But once the full patch comes out on the main branch and stuff, that's when I'm going to try to have like farming guide coming out, and a couple other. Like I said, I've been trying to work on like a food production tier list, or revamped, because I already have one, but it's kind of outdated now. Anyways, like a couple guides, but you know, we're gonna try to, as usual, not focus too much on the like you know, very specific, like, you know, oh, well, if, you know, if you min-max this thing and follow this, like, very specific setup, then you're gonna get, you know, X amount of yields and, you know, all these, like, very detailed specific numbers. Like, we're probably not gonna focus on that, like, until, like, I don't really think there's any point in focusing, like, too much on those kind of detailed specifics as the game is in the current state that it's in, because they are constantly, you know, making a mess and changing that kind of stuff and whatever. So we'll focus more on, like, techniques, strategies, overall key information, which, you know, could definitely be influenced by, like, production rates and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, just a little info on what's coming, especially with the new patch. Like I said, trying to have a couple new guides to help out with some of that new info. But outside of that, guys, we'll try to keep doing some, you know, some challenges. I was thinking about doing, like, a new, like, aesthetic town, like an ideal ultimate town kind of thing, like a series, you know, just from, like, start to finish in a more kind of, like, slow-paced format. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that. I think that sounds cool or whatever, but that's something I've been kind of playing around with, coming up with some ideas and whatnot. But anyways, as always, guys, leave me your thoughts, your feedback, whatever it is. Even if that's, you know, you suck, you're an idiot, great. That's fine, you can go ahead and say that too. But otherwise, appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Go Hawks, you know what I'm saying? That's right. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no worries, dude. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of effort for the stream. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, happy to be here, guys. So thank you guys so much. We're hopping off. And yeah, peace for now, guys. Keep your eye out on the channel, like I said, for more cool stuff coming up. But that's it for now, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday and a great week ahead, guys. We're nearing the end of August, and then all of a sudden we are nearing the end of 2026, guys. It's crazy. So I hope everyone's been having a good year. Summer's coming to the end. Have a good summer. All that good stuff, guys. So we'll talk soon. I'll catch you guys soon. Be here on the channel. Peace out for now, guys.